Hello? Oh, there we go. What's going on, everyone? Why do I hear an
Hello.
echo all of a second?
Echo.
Okay.
You're playing it on your computer.
Yeah, but my computer's muted.
That's what Soul kept doing. He kept echoing on him because he had like 3 or 4 of them open and forgot about it.
No, I'm good now. That was weird.
I never heard an echo.
Okay. Now I'm hearing another one. It's intermittently. Oops. So we're going to be playing Halo 3. Happy Halo pseudo next gen upgrade day, I guess.
Halo Master Chief Collection Finale Day on PC.
Yeah.
Finally got them all.
What are we playing? Normal, heroic, legendary?
Heroic, I'd say. You know, fun but not.
It's Halo
frustrating.
3. It'll be easy.
Yeah.
So what are you guys thinking about? Hey, crewmate, thanks. Hey, Mike, Matthias? What do you guys think about
Take forever to load.
the chances of Halo 5 getting ported next?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any clues to it. If they're close to infinite.
Yeah, Sketch said a while ago on Twitter he was laughing. Like we do all Master Chief Collection on PC because you guys keep telling us Halo 5 is bad. Give us Master Chief on PC, and then the moment Master Chief is done, you say, "Now give us Halo 5." That's what the only comment they've ever made. He's just laughing about it.
Like the others, you are strong and
I'm not
swift
saying
and
5.
brave.
They may be somewhere down
Natural
the road.
leader.
I don't know. They probably won't even make any
You
sense down
had
the road.
something they didn't.
I mean, they already have the
Something
engine
no one
updated
saw.
or ported over.
Yeah. And the team, because they did the Forge, the team that has been working on this could possibly shift over. Who knows?
Luck.
I love this game.
Yeah, it's pretty
It says the
ridiculous.
PS5, it's a brick.
Was I wrong?
That is very big. You could probably build a house out of them.
Yeah, I would probably describe it more of like a very gawky looking coffee table, not a brick.
Coffee too.
The Series X is more of a brick. Either way, you can take either one of them and beat someone to
This
death
ain't
with it, I'm
good.
sure.
Damn.
Series S would be your best bet
far did
for
they fall?
if you wanted to beat someone.
2
with it.
kilometers.
A little
Easy.
smaller,
Stay sharp.
real heavy and dense, and you can really whip that sucker. The kids have one, and man,
Foreman, his armor's
You really
locked
thought
up.
that one out.
Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't
Crewmate
know,
says Halo
Sergeant
4
Major.
got a weird update for Season 4. What was that today? Is Season 4 now? Season 4 introduced with the PC? Yeah, it's probably aligned with the PC release there, crewmate.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you can play end mode and you gain
Radio for Vito.
experience for
Heavy lift
unlocks. And then you can use your
We're not
skins
leaving them
in the
here.
games now, so it's not just PvP.
Yeah, you're not.
Want your bright pink
Crazy fool.
warthog?
Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, he
land
does
on
look
something
like
as
a
stubborn
pink
as you
warthog.
are. And I don't do bits and pieces.
Rainbow weaponry.
Where is she, Chief? Where's
He's gone rampant,
Cortana?
sir. Oh wait, not yet.
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
That's the voice of
I got
Cortana
the
from the
kind of
TV
piece
show.
in there.
Corporal, make it quick.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial lockdown.
Man, this looks nice.
I'm wondering what are the chances that we get a
Wait.
remaster of this? Like,
Arbiter's with us. Come on now.
It feels like that.
Enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
feel of what now?
So easy.
Maybe if Master Chief Collection launched a little bit smoother and they didn't have to do so much work to it, they could have done
Then they
a
must love the smell of
anniversary for
hero.
free.
I mean, outside of the human character models, I'm not sure, or even some, I mean, the environments don't really need it.
No. I mean, you can. There's a big jump to 4, but it's very noticeable in what's cut out from 3 type of way.
Yeah, or even
Squad,
Reach.
you're my scouts. As for you,
This in 120 was. Ooh,
move out.
I'm not doing the 120 right now, so I can have the better field of view. If you go to the video settings, Amanda, you can change your field of view. I put mine at 90, and it's you see way more.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, here are the additional options for basically you get field of view options.
They don't show up if you're in 120 hertz mode.
Yeah, they don't show up in 120 hertz mode. You can also have input-based matchmaking, which I do have enabled.
Bravo team, this is Johnson. We got him. Fall back to the extraction.
And
Roger that. Reynolds out.
they increase the draw distance, and I think some of the also the lighting, and I think some of the textures might be a little sharper. Like the PC versions now have individual graphics settings instead of just the classic performance and enhance. And they break down to detail settings, shadow, which you can't edit, at least on the Halo 3, lighting settings, detail settings. I'm trying to think of what that might be it.
Stick together and we're gonna get spotted.
Maybe motion blur or something? Or anti-aliasing. They have an anti-aliasing option. I remember just loving how this waterfall looked. Watching all the Marines run through it. Oh!
Oh, can't hear you.
Hey Jay! Welcome
I
to
have
the stream.
I have a thoroughly mediocre connection to you. I'm getting a lot of stuttering and hitching.
Yeah, mine's, it didn't, I was waiting for a time to say my screen is very skippy.
Really?
It's a technical term.
I think
do one
you're
of you
the
guys
host
want to host,
in our-
and then I'll join?
Yeah, no, let's try that. See if it's good
It
for you.
should have.
Oh,
It should have dynamically just given it to whoever's the best connection,
Hmm.
regardless of whoever started the game. And at least that's not the way it worked on the 360. Let's go ahead and end this then, and one of you guys can host. Jay Next Gen says, "What do you think of the new Bethesda interview? The one that has people going mad today. Hope you're well."
They're talking about
What?
the CFO that said, basically he vaguely talked about the PS5 or other systems getting ports for the games. I think it was taken out of context. I don't know if you guys read that, but
It was. It's pretty much just, yeah.
they asked him specifically about some games that were already out. I think they mentioned Doom and things like that. He did kind of go off the rails. Like he was talking about, he started answering questions that they didn't ask. But so the whole thing was kind of a mess in terms of a question and answer. But I think at the end of the day, I don't think anybody's going to really know exactly. I don't think Microsoft knows exactly what that situation looks like 5 years from now. So they're not going to corner themselves on it. I think short term, you're only going to see the the next games like Starfield and all that are going to be exclusive for now. I don't think they want to corner themselves because 3 years from now it may not even matter.
They let me pick.
At the end of the day, people are going to be able to use their
Did I ever tell you that?
DualSense controller with the
Choose
Game
whichever
Pass
Spartan
app on
I
a
wanted.
TV. Once internet's
I know
low
me.
enough latency, is it going to even matter?
I did
type
my
of thing.
research.
That's
Watched as you
why I
became
think
the
they're trying to be
soldier we
so
needed
careful
you to
walking
be.
this line. They don't want to turn off
Like the others, you were strong
other
and
users
swift
altogether
and
to
brave.
get them to shut
natural
off their
leader.
interest in Bethesda.
But you had something they
Because they still
didn't.
want them to come over, even if they're
Something
not
no
buying it.
one saw
So,
but me.
So I think, it's just kind of, it's trying to say a whole lot of stuff
Can
without
you
saying
guess?
anything, just like I did then.
Yeah, it essentially broke down to case-by-case basis again. As in, we don't own them, we can't say what we're doing. And on the whole, you don't spend $7.5 billion to just keep selling the
Was I
exact same
wrong?
thing.
Well, I mean, they
Spend
spent
less to get it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, they spent them to drive people to Game Pass, so whatever the hell helps that. Right now, that's the goal. If you listen to Nadella, and they want to drive the subscription, they want to drive xCloud.
Yeah, it's working.
They
70% on launch Series X and S's attach rate.
This ain't good.
Yeah,
the
I
funny
saw
thing
that.
is-
I didn't really think much of that statistic because,
2 kilometers.
I mean,
No trials
stay
with the
sharp.
systems.
huh?
The systems
No,
didn't
I
come
know
with
there's
the
no trials with the systems, but that whole statistic to me was kind of meaningless because of course you're going to have the hardcore
Norman?
enthusiast
armor's
crowd.
locked up.
They're going to be the early
Jelly or
adopters.
could
They're going to
take
be the
them
ones
to the
most
impact.
likely subscribe to Game Pass. Like it's all part of that expected crowd.
No,
It,
Sergeant Major.
I mean, it's kind of a bullet point that's like, yeah, no shit, to me.
I mean, I'd argue against that a little bit, just because 70% is, yeah, that's hardcore, but that's what you're looking for at the beginning. Winning that hardcore over, and I think if you're winning at that
Radio
kind
for
of clip,
Vito.
that's
Heavy
really
lifting.
promising for
I'm
what
not-
the-
We're not leaving them here.
I'm not saying it's a bad statistic. It's a little stuttery on my end, by the way,
You're
but
not.
I don't know,
Hopefully-
Obi. I think he's saying it's a bad statistic.
Crazy fool.
Huh?
Why do you always
I think
jump?
he's saying it's a bad
One of these
statistic.
days, you're gonna
I
land
don't
on something
believe
as
it.
stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces.
I going back to the whole Bethesda thing, I don't understand why people keep on asking these people what they're gonna do.
There's
Like
Cortana.
they can't
Don't make a
say
girl a promise
anything
if you know
until
you can't
the
keep
deal is finalized. We're not gonna find
She's
anything
still
out until it's finalized.
Right.
Corporal, make
Well,
it quick.
Actually, Spencer himself says
Your
it's
armor's still in
illegal for him to
partial
say where
lockdown.
the game's going to be going, or right now until they actually own it. So
Yeah, he doesn't own them, so he can't say how they're going to run.
right.
Come on now.
So there's just a lot of things you won't really.
Got enough to worry
You
about
might get a
without
little
you
bit
two
better
trying to kill
answer
each other.
by the summer when they have
Alright,
E3
so
and they show their
easy.
game. I expect everything to launch on Xbox, and then we'll just kind of see from
We must
there.
go.
I think at the end
They
of the
must
day,
love the
whatever
smell
is
of
good
evil.
for driving Game Pass is what they're going to go with the lead with. And then if they get to the point where they're like, all right, well, we squeezed, this is done as much as it can for Game Pass. It's really not going to do any more at this point. Maybe after some time or
Yeah, see how
whatever.
this runs.
I could see them maybe at some point being like, all right, well, we already had a version in the works for, PlayStation. Maybe we'll release it, but I wouldn't count on it. At the end of the day, I think if you're a Bethesda fan, you should.
How does
plan
this
on-
feel for you, Mike?
It's fine. It's good. Well,
Yeah, we
there's
were
like a
getting,
stutter
like-
every now and then, but
Yeah, we were getting the
I'll
stutters
live.
like every second or two. It was
Ooh.
weird. I blame
Bravo team, this is
Ohio
Johnson. Got it.
and the internet
Fall
infrastructure.
back to the extraction.
hey, Israel.
Roger that.
Welcome to the stream, man. Crewmate says, I don't know, I'll be buying the next Call of Duty game because of a video. A guy who was curious of why there's no scoreboard at launch of a new Call of Duty game. Then
Anyways.
Bonder here responded saying, you should be thankful we're even making the game. Oh,
It probably means during COVID and it actually came out and there was a really awful development process on that one. Yeah, the reviews are showing that it's getting bombed pretty hard.
from what I understand, what Call of Duty's getting reviewed bombed?
No, I mean it's bombing in reviews. There's like they got a 6 for the multiplayer and a 7 for the campaign on IGN.
Really? I'd assume.
The
'cause I've heard
multiplayer
good
is-
things about the campaign.
Well, I mean, if you like Reagan, it's probably great. It's like 4 or 5 hours. It's a real short one.
Wow.
Got a couple of different endings, but one supposedly is really awful and no one would ever want it.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
dead.
no, you're both dead.
Yeah, I was trying to go behind a tree.
Yeah,
My-
I picked
my
it up
big
because
thing with-
my friends convinced me to again. I haven't played it, the multiplayer yet. That's pretty much the reason why I got
Too much
talked into
sense.
it. I usually end up getting talked into Call of Duty, and I think only one out of every single time I've ever purchased it, I've
Wait,
not
did you
regretted
say
it.
you got it?
Yeah, I do have it. I haven't played it
Oh,
enough. to
man,
make
you're
a
part of
call.
the problem.
Yep,
I know.
you're under
I get,
arrest.
I get talked into it by my buddies. Like, oh, we're all playing Call of Duty.
No, I think I just saw Jesse kill his wife. My,
Last year's
biggest,
wasn't that bad. Last year was alright.
No, Modern Warfare was like the good one.
Yeah, it's the first time
no,
ever that I didn't regret it.
like my big issue is the PlayStation Advantage perks.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's
That to me, you know, it's bad enough
worse.
that you're gonna lock game modes behind for an entire year in an annualized franchise, but then you're gonna
behind the console with symmetrical sticks. I mean, how fucking crazy is that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Exactly. But you're on top of that in a game that supports cross-platform play. You're going to give one platform a distinct advantage, and also Bobby Kotick can get, you know, hit a $40 million bonus instead of a $37 million bonus. You know, Kotick, I'm sure you're not watching this, but go fuck yourself. You're the sleaze of the game industry. Like,
yeah.
Sorry. I'm not.
It just irks me. Like, there's no, like, I don't judge anyone that gets it. Like, gaming is not that
You're
important.
scum, Obion.
You should. You absolutely should.
Israel says I can't wait for the Series S next year. I'll be rocking on my gaming laptop for now. Hell yeah, Israel. Like, that's the greatest thing, though. Like, when it comes to Xbox, at least, like, you could be rocking on your laptop, and you're not going to really be missing out.
Yeah.
As long as your laptop could run it.
This looks so much better than I remember. They're definitely up a bunch of stuff.
It looks okay. Oops,
I mean, I can work with it, you know.
Did you say she can burp with it?
Twerk. She's big into twerk.
Wow,
She said, work.
way off.
This way.
Crewmate says, no, that video came out 1 day ago. I will like the video when the stream is done. Okay, sounds good.
What video? What video?
I'm assuming he's talking about the video regarding Call of Duty devs saying you're lucky we made the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I am tired of
during a
of
pandemic,
that.
I get it.
I do regret buying Call of Duty. I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
But we'll see. Maybe I'll end up having fun with
Well,
my
he
friends.
normally regrets it because they generally are bad.
Generally,
Last year really was out.
Yeah, last year was good. Last year was a good game.
Modern Warfare was solid. I mean, the multiplayer sucked in balance terms, but it felt great.
Yeah, I really dig the hell out of Modern Warfare.
You can't expect to do great most of the time. It's just nuts. Their spawn system is always so bad. Like, we mostly play Battlefield, and it's really good. And then you jump into Call of Duty, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what most of them are like.
Yeah, you wonder about that. It's like, how do they, especially like at release, I just feel like they don't even try with the spawn systems. They're like, we're going to throw this out in the wild, and then we'll get the data, and then we'll tweak the spawn systems. And usually, it's all spawn camping the first.
Cortana.
Yes, I would.
Even last year's game was all spawn camping.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing I always killed me with old Halo games was the spawn camping.
Chief, Pelicans are at the river. We got company, so hustle up.
Here, I'll take this if somebody wants my
Hold on, got a contact.
whatever you call it, ammo. Carbon.
Fast, don't move.
Break off, now! Watch yourself!
So what other launch games you guys play? What do you enjoy?
Negative! We're
Too much. I completely filled everything. One weird one that I was playing a bunch today was Ghost Recon Breakpoint added a performance 60 frames per second mode. Like, I don't know if they just did it, but it is like a lock 60, and that game feels infinitely better. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which was real mediocre at release, and they pretty much turned it into Wildlands, which was better. And yeah, it feels so much better.
It was practically unplayable. It was so.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with how bad Breakpoint.
Every time we went to go play it, we got it. We're like, yeah, let's play it. And then 10 minutes in, we're like, we can't play this.
The input lag on anything was just the freaking worst. And just by going 50 frames per second, it immediately felt like a first-person shooter instead of a whatever the hell that was.
Did I blow myself up?
That happens.
That little part.
So Wildlands isn't totally terrible now, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, Breakpoint is actually really fun, and I had a lot of playing it.
So is
Is
that
AI still terrible?
This update, one of the big focuses was enemy AI is now not moronic.
really?
Like yeah, they brought back the teammate AI for if you're playing solo. They changed it so you can like completely customize how the game works. If you instead of having any leveling system, you can just you find the weapon, you find a blueprint. They're all there, just like in Wildlands. You can change to them. And
It says Unturned is now out on consoles. I've never even heard of Unturned. It's probably some indie game, I'm assuming.
fucking goddamn. Yeah.
Wait, are both of you guys dead?
No, I'm fine. No, I killed him, but he almost got me. And you can also, like, remember the survival mechanics they showed off in the original trailer? You can, like, actually make those things now.
Wait, I thought the survival mechanics were always in it.
Not really. It was like, there are survival mechanics, but there's completely nothing. You never have to worry about them.
But now they matter.
And now you can choose, oh yeah, I want to actually have injuries and things matter, so I have to play it way more tactically. Like the...
I killed both of you.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say
Wildlands is
anything.
still $50.
Because it's been on sale like 9 trillion times, so that's probably a complete edition. Or is it just a basic one?
No, that's the standard.
Huh. I don't know. I bought it for $10 as a disc for Amanda.
Oh.
Oh. I got sniped.
Yeah, watch that. That was fun.
If you had sent me an
I'm down.
invite earlier, roommate, I probably didn't see it because I was working. If I was online, I was probably just making sure everything was up to date for tonight's stream. Unlike certain people.
Yeah.
I did twice, me and my wife.
Oh,
Fucking jet. I mean, barking ice holes.
We're not allowed to swear.
Oh, I can.
Oh, I screwed that up a long time ago.
I'm gonna die again. Fucking. Oh, you jackal in the back. Who here remembers John Dangerously?
Kinda?
Remember the name.
One of the gangsters in that was those fucking ice holes. It's an R-rated movie.
Oh.
Well, I said it, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if anyone actually remembers that.
Hello.
Ooh. Can I take a
Alright,
second?
crewmate. Have a good day, man. Thanks for, checking the stream out.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, shit.
There's subtle things that they can do to enhance this if they did a remaster. Like, give it deferred lighting for all the lasers and stuff.
If they did the Halo 2 anniversary treatment for this generation, this would look insane. Just comes down to it, like everyone already owns it, they can't really charge for it.
That's the thing. Like, how do you... I mean, I think it was a lot easier. It's a lot easier to remaster something like
I will help you sprint.
Halo 1 and Halo 2 because that was a complete different. I mean, there's a lot bigger leap. But how do you remaster something that's still within the realms of like programmable shaders and all that jazz?
Oh, these sons of bitches. Annoyingly.
Well, I guess the Xbox, OG Xbox had programmable shaders. Oh! I just got sniped.
Yeah, I'm hiding from the mean sniper men. Where is the sniper from? There he is.
Across the way. There's one on the roof.
Two. God damn it.
Yeah. There's another one on the ledge. Whoa!
I killed a couple of the brutes. Here, let me get the guy on the roof. Roof's dead. Yeah, one's still around.
So we got a bot or a spammer or something within the channel that someone brought up assigning mods for our streams. I don't know how to do anything. I didn't. Hell, it was just in that conversation that I figured or learned that. Oh shit! I didn't realize before then that YouTube even supported mods for their chats.
Yeah, it seems like such a wild west.
Yeah.
I guess we need the full actual login info instead of just the restream key.
Probably. Or well, I don't know if I can. But yeah, I would have to. There's a mod or there's a bot in there saying, "Do you want to become famous? Buy followers?" Like what? How is buying followers or viewers a way to become famous? Like what? And how shallow
You're
can
the
you
most
be? Like
famous amongst the bots.
Plus most of them can't figure out if it's their bot account, so they don't give you verification. It's like half your account is just purchased followers. And after I find a weapon.
No.
As long as we're only counting today.
Hey, Jesse, what other games did you review? You did Watch Dogs, right?
Yeah, for the launch I did Watch Dogs. I'm doing NBA 2K21 right now.
Okay.
Roger that, Hocus. Friendly gunship coming in hot.
And not that much else around launch. I was gonna look at some stuff, but NBA is real grind heavy. It'll take a while.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it takes a long time with all the slot machines and.
Oh, does it though? I mean, like usually
It is better this time about giving you free currency, but it is all of it. So they make $1 billion. They're never gonna end.
Do they have the? Oh shit. Do they have the commercials back in yet?
Not that I've seen. That's their live video. I died too.
Oh, we all did.
Got me from above.
Oh, I wouldn't have been so cavalier without running out if I realized you guys were dead.
Well, I died earlier.
No, I died after you.
Hey Billy, welcome to the stream, man. I'm good. How you doing?
How you doing?
Man, this update is downloading so damn slow.
It's the worst time of night, unfortunately.
Last night, I think the update came out and I hit
Midnight,
my console.
Exactly.
Hocus! Phantom!
Okay, that makes sense because I got done.
Going loud. Everyone down. Rats
Around then, I guess. I think I started downloading it around 1. and it just like I didn't have anything loaded, and it was still capping out at like 20 megabits per second.
Updates don't go as fast as full game downloads. They get less priority.
Yeah, but that was the only thing I was downloading.
I just mean in general in their system, from what I can tell. I don't know if it's true. It's anecdotally that's what
Oh.
it's assumed.
Take a load up.
Especially the smaller the update, the slower it goes. If you have a 250 megabyte update, it can take as long as a 5 gig for me.
IFF confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
have
I
to
just
get,
Pelican dropship,
we
kilo
have to get
2-3
Jesse
over.
to join us in Texas multiplayer.
Sierra 117
Oh
on
yeah.
board.
Oh yeah.
Priority clear. Over.
The game was surprisingly good actually.
You are?
No, I said I said Tetris is surprisingly good.
Oh yeah. And, but you know what? It's kind of fun having the AI to yell at. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's fun.
No,
I can
you're
yell
right.
at.
They
Yeah.
can yell at each other. It'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Am I
look at our
potting
score.
or echoing for you guys?
A little bit.
No.
little bit.
No.
But I get like echo half the time in a party on here.
Alright.
Sorry for the tight squeeze. Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
Thanks, Leto.
Check it out. No way.
Oh, way.
For real. You better not
I
be.
think that's another developer.
We're gonna be
Where did you
alright.
find him?
Who?
Happened out back.
Well, some of the
I'll bet.
some of the
It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise,
some of the Marine
Let's get you up
faces
to
are based
speed.
on developers. Like the one guy that's like
Oh,
talking about
The
the ace in the
Prophet of
hole.
Truth ships
Jared
breached the
Leto?
lunar
Not Jared
perimeter.
Leto. That's the actor,
Smashed
isn't it?
what was left of the
Yeah.
fleet. Terrestrial casualties from the subsequent
Who's
bombardment
the
were extreme.
who's the hand?
Sorry,
Who's the
they
hand
go
of
Could
the
have
Well,
landed
no.
anywhere, but he committed all
That
his
recently
forces
had
here,
those two-
East
yeah.
Africa, the
Marcus
ruins of
Leto.
Mombasa.
Marcus Leto.
Then they started digging.
What about Halo?
We stopped it, but
Shadows of
only
it.
temporarily. Now the Prophet of Truth is looking for something called
They look
the
well
Ark,
done.
where he'll be able to fire all the Halo rings.
Like, well, yeah.
If he succeeds,
During gameplay, I wish
humanity,
they fixed that
Covenant,
whole
every sentient being
Shadow
in the galaxy.
The rings
LOD
will kill us
issue.
all.
Ma'am?
I wonder
Yeah,
if they,
yeah.
I wonder if that's
Patch him
fixed
through.
in this with the higher
Good news,
higher
Commander
detail
Keyes.
shadows.
I haven't
As it
noticed
gets,
as
sir.
much pop in
So I
as I did
see.
the last time I went through these, which
What's your
wasn't that
status,
long
son?
ago.
Green, sir.
But in
Glad to
default
hear.
settings, you can literally
Commander's
look
come up
down
with a
and
good
jump and
plan,
see your shadow
but
disappear.
without you, I wasn't sure we could pull it off.
Truth's ships are clustered above the excavation site,
And
and his
Lord Hood is
infantry has
terrifying
deployed
to look at.
anti-aircraft batteries around the perimeter. But if we neutralize one of the batteries, punch a hole in Truth's defenses,
I'll initiate a low-level strike. Hit him
I'm
right where it
promoting this
hurts.
season. I'm like, man, you guys can't do
I
faces
only have
better
a
than this.
handful of ships, Master Chief. It's a big risk, but I'm confident.
Like that's
Hell, not again.
emergency generators now.
Shielding
so
failed.
this
They're
one
down
looks,
and
it looks like
charging.
I'm
As soon as they're
found
up,
a
reestablish
display
contact with
port
Lord Hood.
cable,
Let him know.
HDMI to display port 4K 120. That should do it, right?
yeah.
Theoretically, absolutely.
That you might escape the coming fire.
It's only $22 and it's
will
here
burn until its surface is but
Thursday.
glass.
Would you mind sending me that
Not even
the link to that too?
demon
Yeah,
will live to
I will.
creep
Yeah, you, this
black
game at
from
one
its
point.
hole
Oh,
to
it
mar
feels
the
so good.
reflection of our passage. The culmination
Hey
of
Trevor,
our journey.
welcome to the
For
stream.
your destruction is the will of the gods.
That's MCC
And
Lego.
I am their instrument.
Cocky bastard just loves to run his mouth.
Does he usually mention me?
Give the order. We're
Reflections of
closing
his
shop.
visor looks decent.
Ma'am?
We're about to get hit.
He does know my
Wounded.
Chief. He calls them
We're getting
a
all of
little
them out.
bitch hole.
Immediate
I'll
evacuation.
have to carry him myself.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting
Really,
a rally
I mean,
point.
it's just the
Where
humans
should they
that.
go?
Like,
Yeah, the faces are
war.
just a little off. They're
a little. I mean, you can pretty much count the polygons of the
We
ball
just lost the
people.
perimeter cameras.
Motion trackers?
Well, they're not. They were never going for like
Can't
hyper-realism.
tell.
I know.
But
I mean,
even
the
in
series has
their-
never
Yeah,
been
yeah.
about that.
Squawking.
Okay, so here we go.
No, ma'am.
Here's the ultimate test. Nope, it still disappears. Son of a bitch.
On our position.
Any birds less than 5 minutes out, bring them in.
It's really
Tell
sharp
everything
looking.
else to scatter.
Until it disappears.
Come on, sir. I'll show you the way.
Well, San Jose.
You smoke them if you got them.
Full of old tanks. Store controls.
Never smoke crack though.
Alone.
That's what makes you an addict.
Point of entry. Best assessment.
Dude, the drugs are
Agreed. Chief, Arbiter, get there.
If you're doing it casually with friends, then it's A-okay. God, I am such a...
Damn it.
children. Don't listen.
This is why I don't have kids.
Chief? Good. This channel is secure.
Well, none that I know.
My fire teams are spread. Can't hold out forever. I need that hangar cleared for evac.
Still,
ASAP.
don't listen.
Yeah. Don't listen to anything I
Keep
say.
not listening.
Goodbye, Warhawk.
Just, yeah, don't do crack. Do the good drugs like marijuana.
Yeah, it's
Do
plenty
meth
good
and heroin if you're in Portland.
Well, wait.
Well, it's decriminalized.
Oh, that's right.
Recreational amounts, not selling amounts.
Yeah, not Walter White.
I don't know what this gun is, but I'm just gonna do a spray and pray.
SMG. Yeah, you need to be close.
Need the password.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
What
you're live.
password?
Oh, shit.
Password. They gave it out at the staff meeting 15 minutes ago.
Welcome.
Oh.
There are not many of these, are there?
Wipe those bastards off the deck!
Show those bastards a good time. Take them out for dancing. Fuck you bastards. Throwing grenades at me. Breaking my turret. Die for that.
Pelicans can't launch until the hangar's clear.
I'm coming. Oh, Spartan's coming. Falling down. Chase you down here. Ah! I didn't die. I didn't die. Oh, I live. Thank you, Jesus.
That was good. You tried to throw a spike grenade and you just stuck the ceiling right above him. I don't know why, it seems like my connection's going all over the place, so definitely in the chat, let me know if the stream isn't coming through smoothly. Not that there's really anything I can do.
Yeah. I think I got actual servers, but a little rough tonight. There. Okay. We're saved. I turned around and started running dead. I honestly don't even remember we're supposed to do that yet.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Start
I
running
finally
back.
said it now.
Attention. Hostiles reported
I was in it trying to go through this so fast I break all the scripting.
Barracks are under attack. All available combat teams respond.
You know, it's funny. I've been doing a lot of the tests on the auto HDR, and there's some like oddities with that. Like,
Coming out of the vents.
I figured that Ghostbusters video game would be a really good test bed for it. The
Whole swarm.
last gen port of it doesn't support it, but the 360 version does. I mean, just weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
It also doesn't seem to really enhance OG Xbox games like I would hope it would. Like, it's noticeable,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not really.
I need to check some of those out. I haven't actually done any of the DC stuff yet.
That's mostly what I've been doing, just because of the video that I should be working on right now. Finishing.
I've been trying to kill Lady Butterfly at 60 frames per second in Sekiro and still can't. Trying to go back to that game after like a year off is real hard.
Oh, there's a trick to that. That once you learn it, it makes it.
Yeah, it's
way...
one of the items you get, but I gotta look up where you
No, it's not even the item. There's like it's just a timing thing. Like you just gotta like do a hit, sidestep, hit, sidestep. Like you literally take one hit and just keep doing like a circle around it. When she gets in this one pattern, I have to send you like a video on it.
I don't cheese things. Damn it.
It's not that cheesy.
It's not that cheesy.
I mean, every damn boss you try to beat, you get there's something that feels like a little bit of a cheese, but
Those
not
apes
that
ain't much
bad.
for mercy, Chief.
It still
Well,
takes
most
some
of the
skill.
bosses I would engage and then disengage, so they start pathing and then get a free kill in with stealth. That sounds fun.
Sekiro is awesome. It's one of my favorite games this gen. Or last gen.
Whee!
I gotta play more of it. I don't
Especially
know,
now
PC.
with the 60 frames, it's kind of probably like a big difference.
It is so much easier to parry.
Oh, boink.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
imagine.
grenade bounced off.
Everything actually, it feels way better.
It's a shame they couldn't mod it.
If there are dips, I didn't notice them, but I do have VRR. Shit.
Shit, get away from me, get away from me. Oh shit.
They tried to be too much of a badass. I got a bunch of them though. And I lost my bullets.
Oh, that's Amanda. Yoink. To war. I don't know why they changed the voice actors. Ah, God, I hate this.
I was on top of your heads. You guys weren't carrying me. It's weird. It's like, why am I moving? I'm not moving.
You're not killing him. Oh, achievement. Oh, we found and claimed the birthday party skull. Who did that?
That is.
You son of a... I mean, here.
I just wanted to beat someone with a skull, that's all. Did you guys see the Cyberpunk footage today?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see
Even
it.
running
At this
BT,
point, I
that
already know.
looked real nice.
Yeah, they had it running on a 1X and Series X.
I heard about that. I just figure I know I'm gonna get it, so there's no point in spoiling anything.
Yeah, the Series X was only backwards compat mode, but even that, like the reflections and everything, the lighting looked noticeably better.
It was just a very small amount of clean. It was like 10 minutes. It wasn't spoiler.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me though if they had it running in like back like Gen 9 aware back compat mode.
Well, I mean, it definitely had better SSR. No, my love.
My grenade stuck to the wall next to me and I couldn't.
If only this was Halo 5, I could rip. Instead, I gotta go tell the kids you're dead.
God, that was dark.
I know.
I won't save you.
You did the best you could, sir. Let's get the survivors up to the hangar. There's an elevator just outside the barracks.
That elevator, east of Voy. Voy Maha.
I feel like Cyberpunk's gonna set last gen player.
Couldn't hold them all.
Yeah. There were not a ton, but there were some frame drops on the 1X. But it performed better than I thought it would. But yeah, I can't imagine on the base consoles what it's going to be like.
Oh god, I can't wait.
540p on the Xbox One.
Yeah, the OG Xbox One is just going to be a freaking turd. Just smeared all over the screen.
Ma'am, I've got movement above the envelope.
I'm a southerner. Man.
Going after the thrusters. Shake them off, Lieutenant.
He's just shooting the side of the ship. That was always so goofy.
Gave him a hammer.
Don't stop believing, Chief. Come here. Whoosh! Whoosh! I'm out of hand. Save me.
So, I always wondered, like, are brutes, like, what do you call it, asexual or something? Because
there are female. No, they talk about females in the book.
oh, okay. Well, then they're just openly gay.
They're misogynistic.
No women allowed. Stay in the kitchen.
Bungie was way ahead of the curve. Well, because earlier, just a few minutes ago, I heard someone
How you love that?
yell, that was why you love her.
I've got the rare voice chatter on.
I would have been your daddy.
Shake them off, Lieutenant.
Don't die. It's embarrassing. Got thousands watching.
I think he's talking to you.
I'm trying to not kill friendly. I'm trying not to kill.
Yeah, I'm very aggressive. Oh, hi. Hi. I mean, they're dead, but they'll somehow be back. I put a mine in the middle, be careful. That one.
Don't let it go to your head.
Whoa, almost jumped off. Hey, we did it. Alright. Whee! Open.
Wait, we're going the wrong way.
I thought that one opens and then all the, oh no, it's this door here. Later for the other stuff. Oh, memory. No, that was right.
Wait.
The door just didn't open.
How do you see the special thing? And
Got an icon on the top left. Yours is the bubble shield.
oh, so you have to go select them.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, you pick them up by default, and then if you already have
I'm
one,
doing
you
good.
can get another.
How you doing?
Did you break scripting?
Yeah,
This door over here is supposed to open. This is a brute still alive. They gave us a checkpoint though.
Yeah.
Means this whole thing might be broken. That's why I'm just really forgetting where you go at this point. I'm 99% sure that door opens, and then the wasps come out, and you gotta kill them. Drones or like buggers. Last checkpoint. Let's go.
Oh, dang. Just picked up some good guns.
You're
Yeah,
doing
this
well.
is
That's
broken.
awesome. So did you pick up a next-gen system?
I hate to say it, guys, but this scripting broke.
Like, really? That's a thing?
That's the thing
I
nowadays.
seem to do it all the time in this, and always have in Halo games.
I mean, do you think that we would have to go this way because the green light would signify
But I think
the
that's
next place?
electrical stuff up there. I don't remember ever going this way.
Oh, there is a brute.
Yep. God damn. Stupid jerk. I don't jump down to ruin things for you.
Did he fall down now? Can you guys kill him?
I haven't seen him.
He was on the roof here.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting the guy down there.
Hold on, people. It'll be back.
Hey, we did it.
There we go.
Buggers. Pelican comes down. Help it all.
It's fucking great that brute just chilling on the roof over there. You don't see me.
He's
I'm not got
self-aware.
an
He knows
Xbox
he's
Series
gonna
X or
die.
any next-gen consoles. Well, hopefully, if you're looking for one soon, Billy, you can find one.
Black Friday.
There were too many. Even for me.
It'll go up again. But
Yeah, Black Friday. You.
Kill those brutes.
They're going. That's the next time they're going up, according to most.
I mean, just competing with everyone. I don't. I feel like you have a harder time getting at Black Friday than you would at launch.
Well, even like Brick, looking at Walmarts and Targets around, there was never more than 20 to 40 for Xbox or PlayStation at any store. They just have not gotten a lot of them.
That beats the.
I think the fact they went with the worldwide launch is going to put them short stock until I think they mentioned April.
Sony is very this week, right? Tier 2.
It's going to be hard picking up in the next, let's say, 4 months or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin was miserable over it. We're playing Battlefield and trying to not talk about how great everything was, loading 10 seconds instead of a minute 15.
Yeah. What was it the other night I was playing with? It was Saturday. I was playing with some friends on the PlayStation. And yeah.
What sucks with COD Blops is it's cross-gen, so a lot of times you get in the match in 2 seconds and then you gotta wait for everyone else to get in. Oh, my love. You got
Yeah. Oh, it was flying through the shield.
Yeah, it was weird having to sit through the load times in the games that we were playing.
Shit.
Like already.
Monkey. Mm-hmm.
That's it, Chief. Bomb's armed.
We got your exit.
below.
A service elevator in the hangar. Head downstairs, cut through the caves.
Billy says, Kage, did you know the Xbox One has a boot menu? What do you mean that it has a boot menu? Is it like a secret menu?
Did he mention Cagney?
Shut up, Cortana, I want to run.
And Trevor says, say hello to my little friend. You shut your mouth, one bad. What is, now I'm intrigued though, what is this boot menu you speak of? Just go ahead. Nothing to see here.
See, Jez says posting a little Xbox exclusive on YouTube Windows Central shortly. Huh.
I think just have the cloud PCs for any exclusive too.
Wait,
Keep up to date, OBM.
Huh?
What now?
When did he post that? Was that now or this morning?
Oh, that was this morning. I'm sorry.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch.
Game Pass streaming on.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was gonna get it, if he was being sarcastic about Halo or something.
Okay,
there seems to be rumors of a Halo drop sometime soon.
Well, no, I said it. Within the next few weeks, they're hoping to do. Within the next few weeks, they're hoping to do a high level. Yeah, like something actually good for Halo Infinite. And then they're going to take off the holidays.
Is that what you got out of high level? Or was that it was going to be good?
Oh yeah, it's going to be the best thing ever. If you say anything else, I'm going to close this elevator on you. That's what you get. God damn it.
High level to me is, you know, same thing as saying like a 30,000 feet view of it. Like very...
Halo Wars.
Yeah, I just look at it. It's going to be something to hold you over until the holidays. We can take some time off, and then when we come back, you'll see. You'll get new stuff.
It's not going to be in depth at all.
No, I mean it's just going to be like some sort of overview. The game comes out this day. Here's the multiplayer mode. Here's all the new graphic improvements. You know, surface level stuff.
What is it? Mortane? Mortagni? How do you pronounce your name?
Mortagni and more lacy.
God. My brain hurts.
You're seeing his puns.
He says Craig is a character now. Pretty high level.
He's official.
Billy, so how do you access the secret
lore.
menu?
If you can hear me, find transport. Head to the town.
Please share your secrets. And is
I wonder
there
if
a
they'll do like a Halo book
Chief's
spin-off,
got the right idea.
like Craig, like the ugly brute or something like that.
Oh, it's Mort from the forums. Hey, Mort.
Move out! Let's dig those sons of bitches out of there!
To war.
You are a brave soul. Getting in this with me. You hold down. See if I can drive and read at the same time, like I'm text messaging. Which you do not do, children. You hold down the sync and eject button on the Xbox One. Press the power button. You get a secret menu.
Yeah, that's for if you need to hard reset your system.
Oh.
Secret menu.
Secret. But I mean, they put it on their website, but it's not super well known. But yeah, like if when your hard drive is dying, you got to constantly reset the entire system. Like happened to me. You get used to that menu. So you can boot a. You can either hard reset or you can do a fresh boot from a USB drive.
Is that the only benefit?
There's but yeah, that's the main use for it. Is trying to redo things if it's falling apart. Lisa.
Well, then I'll be right. We're gonna get a little upgrade here. Get your ass in the vehicle, soldier.
What about the rest of me, sir?
There he is.
Stop being a smart ass.
Extremely literal.
Oh.
And they defiled the corpse. Hi, Lou.
Are you back? Okay.
Don't destroy my warthog, you prick. Hey, bud.
So Brad said...
You want to redo the save so you get your warthog back?
Nah, it's fine.
What now? What was that?
So when Brad said soon, do you think he's just talking about the reveal, or the high-level reveal soon, or the game soon? What's your opinion?
Both. And neither.
Or he's just going to be super vague and then take credit for whatever it is?
That's what you do.
Oh, it's also used for homebrew? Oops. And I agree, Trevor. Halo is awesome all the time.
Terrible.
Except if we're talking about, like, CE
Hey, great job.
remaster. I mean, then it's okay.
Better than the original.
Wait, what? Get out.
I never played on the old graphics. I don't do nostalgia.
How do I
Of my village.
Yeah, that's not even sarcastic. He really doesn't. He's like, fuck the past.
Literally.
Actively.
Just walks around. Like he's got
Fuck you and your memories.
What are these old pictures doing here?
Kicks.
I walk around people during the holidays. I don't do anything except for I just look through people's windows, and if they're looking at pictures of like old holidays and reminiscing, I just
Rips them out of their hands.
spit on them, slap them with my butt. I almost ran it. Oh. I'll cover. I was wondering why the army hated people named Will so much. Keep telling everyone to fire at him. Sorry. Ow! Fungus! East of oil!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna.
No! Get off my...
Got stuck on a roadblock.
I'm gonna see you suckers later. I'm almost dead.
You're the better shot.
But yeah, that's 70% number. I think if you got that high of adoption with your enthusiast, you know, that's a good sign for expanding to the mainstream. So I think that's actually really impressive what you got going.
No, it's a terrible number. Awful size.
Pointless.
Ooh, $1 trillion company gets more trillions.
Yeah.
all I care about is the Game Pass survives and keeps getting more stuff in it.
I want more
I don't,
success.
I don't really care about the sales or anything else.
I think it's gonna. I mean, you can't say it's a guaranteed success because I highly doubt the service is successful for them yet. But
Bill said it was. You calling him a liar? Liar. Go to hell. For that.
wait, who said it was?
Bill Spencer said it's already self-sustainable.
Yeah, calling it a success and saying that it's making money are two different things. I think. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You'd say Netflix is a success, but it's still way in the red. You know, it's going to
They're
be
like 12 billion in debt.
Because they spend like 20 billion a year to keep building. They could if they stopped making so much.
Well, the thing is, they could turn a bigger profits right away, but they're still trying. They're still in growth.
They want to.
And when you're in growth mode, you're going to be spending more than you're making a lot of times. And that's just where Game Pass is. So them saying that you can be successful and be losing money, and it's both are true. You know, as long as their growth trajectory is
Oh,
I think it should be.
that's
what the heck thing is.
I'm sure they consider it a success or the growth of it a success, but I doubt it's making money for them.
I doubt
It's
you're
not-
making
it-
money.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you factor how much you're spending on the studios and everything else, no way. But none of that stuff lives in a vacuum, so it's hard to say because it's all fuzzy math to us.
Yeah.
You know, because like at the same time, when Game Pass helps them sell more games in Steam because of the mind share, you know, like it's all that stuff kind of blends together.
These mines after that stupid race.
Covenant armor ahead. Pelicans are inbound with heavy weapons. We need to hold out until they arrive.
Ow, my butt.
Yep. So it looks like I'm shit out of luck now. That one adapter I was looking at is 60 hertz. So you gotta wait.
Wait, the one that you told me about?
Yeah. So I gotta wait until they have an HDMI to display port at 120 hertz, which is not available yet.
I believed in you.
How about instead of a cable, just like actual converter boxes that can do it?
I didn't see any. I've been looking around the internet while I'm downloading.
I'm very good at Googling, so I'll take a look at it. Wow, he just killed his own man. Thank you, Mr. Grace. He friggin' hit the dropship and just killed it.
Now, why does my $900 monitor not have a 2.1 watt? And this shit was bought into last year. That's kind of bullshit.
2.1 was like, these are the first things, the 30 series and these systems that use it. But I mean 2.0, it really done it's only like 1.2 or whatever it is. You're using the cable that converts the Xbox?
Yep.
Hey, send me the give me the model number and I'll look into it.
Okay.
Trevor says Tesla operated in the red for years, but they were profitable. How does that make sense?
Who did?
They can make money, but they choose to keep spending.
Yeah, but if they're spending more than they make, then
It
is that
depends
profit?
how they. It depends on how they
Like write it off.
advertise their losses and all that stuff like that. You can spread it out. So yeah, it's really it's complicated because a lot of times though too with these companies, they run losses for years, and then it takes them only a few years to pay it off once they hit that tipping point. So that's what they all play for. Is that it's a long game.
And then you get big enough like Microsoft, you make $1 billion every week.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about they know what they're getting into. So as long as they're hitting the right now, it's all about growth. It's all about growth and engagement. And if they're getting that, then they're in good shape. Let me go ahead and send this to you, Josie.
Billy says, Kage, did you hear the news about how much the Series X and S sold? I know that they said they sold more than the Xbox One, and the Xbox One sold 1 million units in the first 24 hours. So we know they sold more than 1 million units.
They sold 1.0000001 million.
Yes. And the Xbox One sold more than the 360.
Oh, here we go. No more talking. Music time.
Oh wow, there's so many Marines around.
Oh, Brad Sam clarified, he says not expecting games soon, FYI. So it's just talking about the review.
Oh yeah, soon would be expected in a few months. I think it's just like they're getting marketing material already.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The marketing material they put up for Halo. Or that he took a screenshot of for Halo Infinite.
Oh.
Nothing crazy. It's like doesn't technically mean anything. It's just good to see. Oh, these guys keep blowing up the goddamn warthogs. Yeah, he takes that from me. Whoa, Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're swirly. Whoa.
No, it's
one thing's for sure. I really do hope that I know they say they don't care about console sales, but I hope they sell well enough that they're not as universally ignored like the Xbox One was.
Eventually, I don't think they will be, because you got the same marketing structure being used in the cloud. So you got any sort of engagement there at all that's going to cover a lot of ground. If their GDK thing works, which right now it's obviously a little bit rocky, if that plan works between the PC and Xbox development, then that's going to be another reason why it's going to be hard to kind of ignore. It's a free port at that point.
Yeah, but right now, cloud is only Game Pass. You know, if they open it up,
everything you own, that's what the plan is.
That's the thing. Once they open it up to purchases, then I see it carrying more weight in terms of, publisher decisions. But until that happens,
just the fact that if DirectX 12 Ultimate is what makes RDNA 2, then you make the PC version, and then it's a ridiculously easy transfer over to Xbox. And you get to do something very different for PlayStation.
I don't
ever want to be positive. I get it.
No, I don't subscribe to the wonders of universal code bases. It's a double-edged sword. Either it works as good as they say it does, and you're leaving performance out on the table with the console, or or the Series X/S fork of DirectX 12 Ultimate is as optimized as I hope it is, is as low level as I hope it is, and it requires a bit more port work than just right-click copy, right-click save, paste.
Well, there are some things that are only on the console, so it's maybe that easy.
What now?
Well, like sampler feedback streaming, that's only on the console. That's not on the AMD graphic cards. There are things that are console only.
No, I know. Just you can...
Isn't that coming to PC, though? I thought that stuff was coming.
Sampler feedback is not the SFS.
Yeah, not the streaming. At least not currently.
That's their own Microsoft thing.
And same thing with the quote-unquote talking to the metal regarding the ray tracing hardware. That's supposedly only on console. But still, outside of some, specific, whatever you want to call them, extensions.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's still lower level language, designed for console. I'm not talking about specific features or utilities. I'm talking about having control over, display driver RAM, I think it's called. Stuff like that. Stuff that really you get more bang for your buck out of the hardware versus a more generalized API DirectX 12.
My dreadnought, the vessel that has so long been the focus of our worship, now rests on its true pedestal.
That's my concern. Like, I really... Because, you know, we already see right now what's happening with the APIs not being as efficient as they could be. You know, we're seeing the PS5 punch a bunch above its weight, and then we see the Series X.
It's not punching above its weight. It's below a 5700 XT.
That's
I'd
what
say
I'm
it's around its weight, which it should be a little better.
No.
They're
No way.
They're both behind.
No, I'm saying it's
Xbox
not
is
gonna...
more behind.
Oh, wait, 5700. I thought you said 67. Yeah, 57.
Yeah, 5700.
That's the thing, yeah.
It's always a few
I mean,
years, and then
the Series X is really not living up to its world's most powerful.
Well, you're talking about the. I mean, right now they aren't using really DirectX 12U right now. It's not even, you know, kind of there. So I mean, they're basically
none of this is made for RDNA.
They're basically brute forcing. It's like it's almost like they're just using a GCN.
No, I get that, but that's my point. Like, you know, I want the API to be as low level and efficient as possible. That's my point. And if it's not as tailor made and efficient towards the Series S and X, where they do make it stupidly easy to port from PC, where, you know, most of the code base could be just transferred over, I don't think that's how you're going to get the most performance out of the console.
Coding to the metal isn't. I don't know. Just
well,
talking
coding to the metal itself is not coding to the metal.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is like, yeah, getting like. I know what you're saying, but at the same time, like, just getting a lot more specialized or whatever about that. I think making it easier is more important than having more, being able to squeeze more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Especially in this development, because you're rarely going to see games really completely. Well, shit, sorry. You're rarely going to see games that completely max out anything these days, unless you are talking Rockstar or somebody like that. So I'd say for 95% of the developers, if not more, just having something that's easy to develop for, or hey, I'm making a game on PC, I want to make this as easy to make a game between these platforms as possible. That's really, there's more power in that than there is in having the actual power.
And I agree with you. I know what you're saying. You're not entirely wrong. I'm more so looking at,
Open the door, take point. We'll cover you with the
it's highly unlikely for multiple reasons that we're going to get mid-gen refreshes. So I'm looking at this from like a tail end perspective of long-term optimization and growth on the platform. And ideally, I would hope that the end goal is to provide a high-level and lower-level API and tools for the systems. Just because they make porting easy doesn't mean that they shouldn't have API paths and options to get those lower-level optimizations. Over time.
Right. Well, and I doubt they take that away. I think that just because you give somebody the option to simplify doesn't mean you have to take that stuff away. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, because I haven't heard. At this point, nobody's being very specific on what DX12U actually means from a developer standpoint, other than it's not really ready. That's the only thing we've heard.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really the biggest obstacle right now. And
there's another guy over there if you want it.
You're muted.
Halo 2-3,
I unmuted him.
to Dawn.
Billy says, Kage, I'm pretty sure the same can be said for the PS5 SSD. The SSD really isn't living up to expectations either. Yeah, I would agree with that. But at the same time, like, you're not... Here's the thing. I don't think you're going to see the leaps that the specs on paper would have for either direction. You know, there's like a 20% GPU gap on paper between the PS5 and the Series X, and then there's a what, 100% gap between the different SSDs.
The Series 1 is rated for up to 3.8 as its max speed. Consistent 2.4. And they've said consistent 5.5, I believe, for
4.8. Oh, 5.5. Yeah. But you know, you're not going to see that in reality.
Yeah.
You're not going to
always
see that difference in reality. You're just like you're not going to see a 20% difference in reality between graphical performance.
Yeah, it'd probably be closer to 40 or 50% in a few years. I'll stand by that. Hey.
I would love for you to be right, but no.
Actually getting this all to RDNA 2, you'll see it.
Yeah, but
massive difference.
A lot of that relies on whether or not it's really good programmed for. You know, a lot of that the adoption rate in terms of...
You straight right as I was trying to go up the stairs. So it's your fault.
Oh,
I thought you were low on ammo, honey. I just wanted to have some more ammo.
You will feast on your flesh.
Hurry, before any more Covenants show up.
Plus, there's always the... when it comes to the SSD difference, there's always the case of just how much do you need to get the job done. You know?
Well, what people don't factor is there's more than, like, it's not just like an SSD does everything by itself or a GPU does everything by itself. Like, none of that stuff scales linear. You're always victim to your like lowest, like your basically your lowest common denominator or
your biggest bottleneck.
Yeah, your biggest bottleneck, whatever that is. And with loading, a lot of that has to do with the CPU as well. So if you're really, you know, if sometimes it doesn't really matter. You can get to a point where you don't have enough CPU. It's not going to really matter with your SSD.
Well, that's what's happening with the back compat on PS5 is what's running in the back compat profile. The CPU is a major bottleneck on loading because it's running at a lower speed.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to it, and even when talking to one of my buddies, though, I guess I'm not really that excited about teraflops or anything like that. And even he kind of said, as a developer, he said the thing that's most exciting to him, and he does both AAA development as a contractor, and he's also got his own little indie stuff going on. He said for him, it's all about the tools, and like people are all talking about the wrong stuff right now. It's not really SSDs and teraflops isn't really the most exciting thing about next gen. He says what's really exciting is like some of the tools that are going to allow them to do things like you know, he was talking about the God, what's that thing called in Unreal? The
Micropolys or whatever.
No, the thing where you use the photogrammetry. That's
photogrammetry.
Like like he was saying, like, hey, that stuff's been around forever, but you had to be like a pretty well off, you know, a AAA developer.
Using it for tracks and Forza.
Yeah, like you had to be a high-end developer, and it was a little. Even then, it was still harder and more expensive to use. You know, it still took more work. Now it's like it's simple. It's something that a single person as a developer, an indie could use, and it comes with Unreal, so it's not like they have to pay extra for it. It just, you know, hey, when you sell your game, you give them your cut or whatever. But that's the stuff that's really, that stuff he's talking about, stuff with AI, especially with as that stuff starts moving to the cloud, like non-latency sensitive things moving to the cloud. That's sounded really cool. Obviously the machine learning, we've heard about that stuff. But that's all the stuff that's really, I think, what's exciting people who are in the development industry, whereas we're still talking about like teraflops, and they're like, well, we don't really care about that. Because
like the teraflop wise, I mean, I'm sure it makes some things easier, but you can pretty much do anything that you wanted to on current gen. I mean, look how graphics are the most scalable part.
Yeah, well,
the main thing for me is pushing 60 frames per second. That's why I like CPU, GPU. Outside of that, like just give me better frame rates, and then all the other stuff is way cooler.
Well, yeah, there was definitely a huge bottleneck this generation when it came to the frame rates, and I think that's pretty cool. But in terms of like innovation, I think the innovative stuff is going to come from like all that other stuff I was talking about, and I do think actually, like, there's been a lot of talk. Microsoft waited to get full RDNA 2. I think the number one thing they're waiting on, and this kind of goes all the way back to some of the, like I know HaloEra uses this as like a talking point that, hey, this is supposed to be
down.
Like this is supposed to be a server grade APU, and so they compromised because it wasn't all about game development. It was about having something in the cloud that other businesses and stuff could use. And I think that could partially be true. But at the same time, it's because like things like machine learning, and that is going to benefit game design and game tools. So I think that's really kind of where I think it's more exciting on the Xbox side. It doesn't really have much to do with teraflops, and not that doesn't matter. But I think it's really that whatever they come up with tools, with machine learning, how they start to leverage cloud for things like AI and all that. I think that stuff's way more interesting to me. And I do think there's actually a technical advantage with Microsoft that they could exploit with all their studios. I just don't think it's what people are talking about. It's, right now everybody's still talking about, hey, are we getting 5 more frames per second in this game that looks exactly the same? Oh no, we're not. Or we got,
I mean, I personally don't care because I don't even have anything that can run at 120 frames per second.
I thought I did.
Let me finish.
I'm just kidding.
It's the whole optics behind it, with how when it comes to Microsoft, and we've talked about this in the past, their message, everything surrounding them has to be on point, in my opinion. People are going to be more critical of them than the competition just because of where they've come from last gen, and they spend the better part of a year saying most powerful, most powerful, most powerful, and they can't really demonstrate that. It doesn't look good, and that can potentially hurt things long term.
Yeah, I think long term it matters less than short term. Usually these kinds of things are usually at the beginning. After that, it's just going to be about the game. And I actually do, and really where the advantages of their hardware will come in, and most people who are enthusiasts know this. Did anybody here? Was I the only one that had an OG Xbox?
Huh?
Did any of you guys? Okay.
Yeah.
You remember how the difference there was far greater than anything that we've had since between now and the PS2. And 95% of the stuff that came out was the same. There was actually a few games that were better on the PS2 because the developers just made that the lead platform every time. So now, when the handful of times where a developer actually, used Xbox as a lead, which was, like Splinter Cell. Like, there's a handful of times all generations.
Primarily.
Yeah, like, some PC games, some PC ports and things like that. You saw the difference, but like on multiplayer, you didn't really. So
that's just 99% of the generation just led on the PS2,
but that's the thing.
and then ported over.
most people know that. They should know. If they don't know it, I guess they're just new to this whole thing. It's not, the most powerful console doesn't have. If it's a straight thing like pushing pixels, I guess you will see that more than you saw that this last generation. But when you get past that, when it's not just brute force on the same architecture,
Great game.
you're gonna get the same game for the most part.
Oh yeah, I don't, and that's the thing. I don't think anyone ever, or at least should have doubted that you're going to get the same game on, the Series X versus the PS5.
Yeah, for the first year or two, absolutely.
Oh my god! Even 4 years from now, you're going to get the same game, just potentially lower resolution.
Now, the only thing that can never be a caveat would be if they do something with the tool. If they do stuff with the tools that makes it simple for a developer to get it out there, and that's really where I don't know that we've had enough evidence to prove that Microsoft's going to have that level of tooling that's just going to make it so easy for developers to do that. Because PlayStation probably is going to be in many instances the lead platform. Because
honestly, $1 million to everyone to make them the lead platform.
You know what?
Here you go.
Even if so, from what I'm talking, conversations I've had with developers, the lead platform is usually the platform that can give them the best results, quickest. I mean, like because you want quick iteration time. When you don't want to wrestle with the hardware. You're not going to really wrestle with the hardware on either system. The tools are already better on the PS5 as it is, and they're only going to get better from both platform providers. So I don't think we're not seeing like a PS3 situation where you have to wrestle with the hardware. But I can see developers opting still to lead on the PS5 just because
it's easier.
It would be, I would think, it would be easier to move from the PS5 with its dynamic clocks to the Series X with the set clocks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you're.
Chief, that gun's been firing nonstop.
But then again, I mean, it may not matter at the end. It might just it might just come down to whatever the developers are most familiar with. Because I can see. Like with us mentioning Cyberpunk earlier, I can see in terms of obviously the PC is the lead. PC's always the lead, but when it comes to CD Projekt Red, it's not surprising that they're showing off the Xbox versions first.
Well, they get the marketing.
Oh, yeah, never mind. That's right.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, what gets
I thought it might have been
is
because they're most familiar with the DX environment. So the Xbox version might be ahead of the PlayStation, but you are right. I forgot all about that fucking stupid marketing. I hate marketing. I just hate platforming.
Everything.
Like, yeah, well, there's that too. Trevor says you're also talking about third-party developers who have no optimized games for up to 8 different consoles. That will cut corners.
Is within 5 years, everyone's going to be first party from Microsoft. They have 95 studios.
I totally forgot about that. Well, really, and that's the exciting part, though, honestly, is that Microsoft does have so many. In the past, it was all about the third party, but now they have so many first party studios and they got second party deals and all this other stuff. So you're going to see a lot more of, you're going to see a lot more utilization of that hardware compared to with the One X because of that. And that's really where when you start talking about these hardware advantages, that's where it really comes into play. Is they simply give their first party more to work with, So I mean that does matter.
Honestly, I was happy with the utilization on the One X. I know I've seen some people claim about how it wasn't properly utilized, especially by third parties. Honestly, outside of the random game that may have pushed too high of a resolution and the performance might have slightly suffered compared to, say, the Pro version, I would say by and large, the 1X versions were the 1X, in my opinion, definitely punched above its weight in terms of because we saw games that had like 50% or more in terms of like resolution jumps over the Pro model, you know, and the hardware did not. On paper, the hardware doesn't point to that kind of
spreading all over the city.
Yeah.
Find the crashed flood.
But
it was going up essentially against two duct taped PlayStation 4s.
Losing the entire planet. Chief, make your way to the crash site.
Yeah. No, yeah. Far and away, the 1X was a much better designed console.
Yeah, and it was well designed for what it was trying to do, which was just push resolution, which is just like a. I think it gets a little bit more complicated this gen though, just because of you're not just going to be using all that power to push resolution. There's a lot more variables. You start entering like ray tracing, different levels of lighting. You start entering machine learning, all that other stuff. It does change. It just adds a lot more there. And that'd be interesting to see. Do third parties ever use machine learning? If they do, then that difference suddenly would matter.
Well, I think that comes down to how easy that stuff is to implement. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
look at the installed base for Turing base or now. What's the newest NVIDIA GPUs? It's not Turing. It's
30,000, 30.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Ampere.
The 2000. Thank you, the Ampere GPUs. Even with the 2000 series, the install base for that was minuscule compared to all the other PC GPUs out there. But still, we saw a decent amount of support for DLSS, and to me that points to. It was easy enough to implement, and the performance gains were worth it. Now, when it comes to finite amount of resources and time and manpower, the optimization cost per performance is going to be, I think, the biggest factor when it comes to implementing or using any of the features of any console. Thanks, Trevor.
We're into Amanda's least favorite thing about Halo, the flood. Back on here.
The flood is like the best part of Halo.
It's Halo 4 and 5 the best. No flood.
Wait, 14 games had DLSS? Are you saying 14 games in general, or at launch? I could have sworn it was more than 14 games had DLSS.
No, it really hasn't been a ton.
Huh?
It really hasn't been a ton. They're mostly focused on ray tracing, so it hasn't been a ton of those yet. Fuck it. Oh, shit. Hey, another. I know. Gotta go up here.
Well, I think developers will develop for technology they know is going to be around, right? They'll put that investment in now if they know it's something that's here to stay in the industry. At least the big developers will.
It's not safe.
I wonder how well stuff like DLSS can be not ported, because AMD's working on their own open source solution or competition to DLSS. But I wonder how much of the lessons learned for DLSS can be transferred over, per se.
0.38%.
I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I gave you a damn answer, and now you say you hate me.
Well, yeah, but I thought we already established that. I hate everything, so.
It says I'm a thing.
The LT, the sergeant, they were all infected.
And I don't even mean to be like overly critical of things.
Yes,
Good
one, man.
You know what? My. This is the carrier. How do I put it? I hate you
Cranky?
guys. Well, yeah, but it's warranted. It's warranted. I'm, you know, like people were getting, some people, hint, hint, were getting uber excited about
Playing
Watch
video games?
Dogs.
Yeah, that's me.
And that didn't turn out to be as good. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it when I played. And,
Well,
and
what
it's
they were
impressive
pushing
stuff.
for in their PR stuff isn't fully matching what is in the release, because it's really obvious coming in real hot.
You know what? I was wondering if that was true. Because the Series X trailer looks better than the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if that was just me being overly critical or...
It obviously wasn't ready for what they've been able to push to get it all working without being fucking shit. I mean, friggin' the Series S version, or X version, completely loses your save half the time now. It's horrible. Like, twice I played long-ass sessions that completely disappear the next time I open the game, losing like 2 or 3 hours of progress. 8.0, it is incredibly fun. It's just buggy.
What is?
Watch Dogs.
Oh. Yeah,
And it wasn't buggy when I played on the 1S. Series X is having way more bugs with the with the save stuff. That's really been the only bug. But it's
I heard
real
the
bad.
HDR was kind of messy on the Series X too.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought it looked fine. I mean, I don't know if the
Not
more
bad.
recent... I only played it on launch day, so I don't know if anything post-launch day might have been released that messed it up. Okay.
I think I should retire Ubisoft games until they change the
Valhalla is so good.
Valhalla has gone through like spurts with me. I started off it was too slow, and then it picked up, and I'm like, oh, this isn't bad, and then it's back to being
Maybe
it's back to being an Ubisoft game.
I only played very little of that as well, and I was really impressed at how good that looked. That looked a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was like, oh
Yeah,
wow.
it looks way better than it should, actually.
Oh, it looks good.
Bit too much screen tearing. I hope they can sort that out.
Thankfully, yeah, I've got the variable refresh rate, so I haven't seen any.
Well, some of us.
Plebs, yeah.
Just normal 60 hertz TVs.
Pathetic.
Billy says, I guarantee Microsoft will probably re-update and improve their dev tools. Oh yeah. No, yeah. That's an utmost
It's a
guarantee.
monthly.
They're-
Yeah, that's a non-stop.
Yeah. That's you're gonna see. That's actually pretty normal in the game industry. Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they always just continuously improve their development tools and APIs and everything like that.
Chief, the elites are looking for something. We didn't believe them when they
The
told us.
whole thing in question here
She's on that ship. Find her.
is how good they are at launch. And just like last gen, Microsoft is a bit behind the competition in terms of how good the tools are at launch. Not I would say not as bad as last gen. Because last gen, they were pretty much like a DX11.
Well, last time they had hardware too, so I mean that's the
Honey, no.
Get dabbed.
at least the OG one, right?
Well, yeah. Shit hardware is being kind. I just was so...
Excited and thrilled. Love the Jaguar Force.
I bought the OG Xbox in its launch, like the first few weeks, and I bought the Xbox 360 day one. I actually waited until they fired Matrick before I bought a Xbox One.
Later.
I bought back then. I bought original Xbox for my boyfriend in high school,
Not me, we don't talk about that.
but I didn't play it because I played PlayStation.
Get off the screen.
Well, I didn't play it because it was an Xbox. I just didn't know how. I wasn't familiar with it. So.
Press the buttons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those offset sticks.
Mort says VRR is great. You know, I can't honestly like. I can wait. Like I'm in no rush to buy another TV, but that's one of the things. Like the next time I buy a TV, it's obviously going to be an upgrade. So VRR, 120 hertz support, all that stuff is definitely going to be. Plus, I just want to get an OLED.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it,
tell me no. Oh, we gotta feed the kids. Oh, we got bills to pay.
I know.
Eating is overrated.
They have water from the sink.
The kids are eating ramen noodles for the next 2 years, but look at this HDR.
You gotta figure out ramen is way more expensive than just plain white rice, and you get less calories.
I gotta find it. There was a meme that I was like cleaning out my OneDrive. There was an older meme that it has a family literally looking on the living room floor watching a TV, and that's like a thought bubble, and the father's like, I wonder if the family realizes I traded in the furniture for this TV.
The thing is, kids love to eat ramen, but you actually have to be like, no, you have to eat healthy things.
No, I want my 2,000 milligrams of sodium every day, Mama. Oh, my head.
Like, why does my stomach feel like it's eating itself?
Yeah, son just constantly wants to drink coffee and eat ice cream, and he's got really bad lactose intolerance, so it's a really stupid mix. But we can't seem to convince him. Hey, you know how you're always in the bathroom all the time, and you've been saying you're having heartburn and stuff lately? Stop doing these two things as much now.
Yeah.
How
old is he?
Can't have coffee?
How old is he?
Yeah, he loves coffee. He's turning 16 in 10 days.
Oh, well, at 16, yeah, I'll be like, do you not wonder why you're pissing out of your ass all the time?
I
always forget where to go here.
But he sneaks it in the morning before he goes to school.
Yeah, my daughter's 15. She likes coffee too.
Yeah,
She got it. She got it from me though, so I know she's.
I played a dangerous game with him because I got a Starbucks fancy coffee one time, and he was like 3 years old, and he would not stop crying for it and whining and crying, and I'm finally like, fine, have a sip, and I figured he would hate it, and he didn't. The look on his face was like, hallelujah. And yeah, that was a bad idea, because then ever since then he was begging me for coffee all the time since he was like 3 years old. But I didn't give it to him. So I didn't give it to him when he was like 3, but he never forgot it.
Cortana.
Yeah,
Mort says you can make new kids for free though. That's pretty fucked up, Mort.
It's not free for the woman.
I must act quickly before your construct suffers any further trauma. If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make repairs.
On Halo.
Spoken like a man who hasn't had to have a baby.
Yeah.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the activation index.
Like, oh, this one's defective. Just throw it out.
Oh my god! This is just getting darker and darker.
As I always should.
These cutscenes still look amazing. Just, I love this game. I fucking love it. Halo 3 is just the best Halo. I don't care what anyone says. That includes anyone that doesn't.
But it has the flood.
Huh?
You have the best if you have the flood.
Sure.
He's pretending to be me.
Kage, I can also reassure you that the Series X UI right now will not be the same next year or the year after that, since Microsoft is known for drastically changing the UI. Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand.
One of our technicians.
That will not be
I understand.
Success.
I understand wanting that new console smell in your UI.
God, I never have. I hated the start of last gen when everything was just so feature bad.
Okay. Last gen, we can't really count last gen because the Xbox One, as we've mentioned and discussed before, has been a clusterfuck from the get-go. Like
they both were missing so much.
Compared to the going from the OG Xbox to the 360 was a huge improvement. Going from the PS3 to the PS4 was a huge improvement. It's only the Xbox One that it was a downgrade. And Hey, Froggy, welcome to the stream, man.
No.
And, you know, like, and don't get me wrong, like, PS5, I think is following the steps. Because the PS5 UI and OS in general seems to be kind of a buggy mess. So there is a two-way street there, and I'm not complaining that Microsoft has the same UI. But I do understand why some people are mildly disappointed. But then at the same time, they're going to have like 19 UIs this generation.
And you, shipmaster, just glassed half a continent.
Just wait 2 years, and you'll get your
the next
your
major
next
thing
gen.
is going to be some sort of control over a quick resume, and they've pretty much said as much. They want to see how people use it. They want to get it working properly, and then like talk to people and say, what do you want from quick resume to make it better? Which for me would be, I want to control what's in it, and I want to have a little list on the guide that tells me what's in it. Like there's a couple games I'm just going to always want to have in there, and I don't want them to get knocked out.
Find out for sure.
I would just be happy to have a notification saying, if you load this game,
that this is humanity's final
your oldest game is going to be bumped out. Here. Or,
at Earth.
You know,
we
or
everything.
this
Every
is...
last man, woman, and child. If we stand our
Froggy
ground,
says there's an echo from the game or something. Is there an echo?
No.
Does anyone else hear an echo, or is that just
Your
Froggy?
construct is wrong.
No one said anything about an echo before Froggy got here. And if there is an echo, I'm blaming Froggy.
And I'll bring it back.
Trevor says PS4 launched with Killzone. Killzone was pretty good.
No, it wasn't.
Sure thing, Nick.
Stop
it.
It wasn't bad.
It was pretty.
I said pretty good.
Nick's not even
pretty
doing
looking.
it. You can stop.
I mean, it was. I think Rise was the Killzone equivalent. It was very
Rise was
pretty.
actually fun to play. It was tiny.
The only thing that
everyone
made
says, "Oh, it's all QTEs." No, it's tiny.
No, I don't think it's QT. I mean, it's
hell of a story. Great acting.
It was
Good music.
no. The story was good. Graphics were good. Acting was good. Gameplay was solid. It lacked depth. That's really the biggest issue with Rise.
It was better than a 6.0 game or whatever meta got. That was like nuts.
Oh, like freaking GameSpot gave it a 4, I think. Yeah, so.
I think
I was wrong too.
6 is fair. Maybe
if you use the whole scale.
If we're using the whole 10-point scale, let's keep that in mind. A 6 or 7 for Rise, I think, is fair for a 10-point scale. But with these publishers using a 5-point scale, or what should be, yeah, I agree, it should be higher than 6. I mean, it was a pretty,
and it was a fun multiplayer mode. That added a lot of replayability.
So I don't.
It was good. It was a very fun co-op horde mode.
Yeah, I didn't get the Xbox until 3 years in. So I was late.
What a pony!
I know. That was the case though. Like, I actually got the Xbox at the wrong time because I got it like 2 months before they announced the Series S. I'm like, God damn it, really? I got it for
never buy anything 2 months before an E3.
And getting the occasional echo. Not
got
too
it
much,
for
but occasional.
Quantum Break. When did Quantum Break come out?
March, yeah, I think you're right.
16.
2 months.
You said before the Series X, you mean the 1X?
I said 1X. Or no, did I say Series X? 1X. 1X.
Okay.
I got it 2
Group ships, staggered line. Shipmaster, they outnumber us 3-1.
I'm questioning myself.
You should.
The only way to go through
As I
it.
usually do.
Their mongrel hides.
April.
You said
April
like
5th,
2 months before the Series S, and I was
Oh, okay.
like,
One.
wow, you got one really recently.
Kick the door.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did not have an Xbox all this just last
Man, you
generation.
suffered a while.
Suffered. I liked the PlayStation. I was happy I got the PS4 instead of the Xbox One at launch.
I'm never gonna need a new 4th one yet.
That was not
What's
paying.
up?
Oh, we can keep it, or we're gonna need a new 5th. Sorry. So we have 5 guys on the podcast. So it's time to kick the pony out.
That hurts. Okay.
We good, Hocus?
Yeah, I got it. I got it like at the end of March. 2016 is when I got the Xbox One. And it was still the fucking VCR model. But I needed to play. I love Remedy, man. Remedy is just, I love Remedy's games. So at least it's
I like
Kage.
Control quite a bit. I just hate the fact that you don't get the next gen version.
You don't get the what?
Yeah, I own Control and everything, but I have to rebuy it for $40 if I want to get the next gen version.
Oh, no, screw that. I'm so happy I didn't buy the expansions. Because I was on the verge of buying the expansions until they pulled that shit. I'm like, no, you guys aren't getting any more money out of me. You know what? I got 40 or so hours out of the main game, I think, or 30 some hours. I got a lot of time out of the main game.
700, 800, I don't know.
But, and I don't blame Remedy. I blame 505. 505, you can suck my left nut just like Kotick.
Well, both on the same one. Why not have one out of each?
No,
Why do you prefer your lives?
Someone special.
I'm just kidding. It's a special.
Baby Hitler, you can wait.
Kage said, or Billy says, Kage, did you mention that the Series X will get a controller soon? Wait, what do you mean the Series X will get a controller soon? The Series X comes. You confuse me today, Billy. Explain yourself. What do you mean? Like, are we talking about like an Elite controller?
No, it won't. It'll be a while. They just did an Elite. It was 5 years and 4 years in between them before. 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it was 4 years between the first and second?
Yeah, 2015 with Halo.
I wonder if Microsoft is fixing haptics, try to copy Sony in that regard.
That's what I'm expecting. That the next Elite's gonna have some of the.
No, it would have to be the base controller too.
No.
Just put it in the Elite.
Well,
no,
yeah.
You're not gonna. Yeah, if you want people to actually code for it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't see them. I don't see them doing that though. Like, so that means that they're just not gonna do it. I mean,
Haptics cool,
nice
but the triggers, I could have no interest in those. But
the triggers are cool, but I don't.
Until you're playing something and they're fighting you and you're trying to shoot.
Well, that's the thing.
You would never play them in multiplayer. It's basically a single kind of thing. I mean, you could play it in multiplayer, but you.
I mean, like most multiplayer people, they even turn off Rumble, let alone.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I don't have Rumble.
I'm trying to think of what podcast I watched recently. They said about how you guys know the trigger feature with Call of Duty, right?
It was Giant Bomb was talking about it, about how much he hated it. It felt like shit. Everything felt Revolver, he said, pretty much.
They talk about how good it, like they said how cool it felt, but it screwed up their aiming. I don't think it was Giant Bomb; it was someone else. They said it was cool, like it felt like you were really pulling the trigger of a gun, but it screwed up your aiming.
Yeah, which you would expect. I mean, I don't even like Rumble, like I just said, so you can imagine that something like that is going to make you. Well, it's at least going to throw off your timing until you get used to it, but it's just adding another dimension to difficulty.
I don't like Rumble on the server either. Okay, good.
I wish they at least had HD Rumble. That's the only thing. I think that's something that maybe they can update the controller on, but I'm not sure they would. I mean, they haven't upgraded the base controller since what? The OG Xbox? I mean, I guess they slightly upgraded it with the Xbox One.
Series X.
I changed perfection.
Nice.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Xbox controller.
No. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with it. But you know, the HD Rumble, I prefer the feel of the Xbox One controller. I prefer the.
I'm giving the brute all I've got.
What do you call it? Sticks.
Dawn's only got the
Offset.
to last a few rounds.
Thank you. Yeah, the offset sticks. I prefer that.
Have you been using the series controller?
Who, me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the D-pad.
Yep. And the bumpers and everything feel better too.
Yeah, you know, they do feel better, but I never the controversy around the bumpers and the.
The original bumpers were thoroughly mediocre.
Okay, maybe that was it. Because they did slightly upgrade or change the Xbox One controller, or they added
put
the
Bluetooth in it
port. Yeah.
Gave it, First they added the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, then they added Bluetooth, and with that one they also gave better bumpers.
Froggy says Mandalaxo. Mandala Laxo. Wait.
Mandala Exo, as in Mandala, which is a thing, and then Exo like a kiss and a hug.
Oh. Apparently, wait, you're saying that her mic is echoing?
He's barely talking.
I don't hear it. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo from her. It's you, Froggy. It's always been you. Billy says, last stream you mentioned the Series X could get a controller that gets force feedback. Well, okay, did I say that last stream? I don't think, I didn't mean to say that. Well, I do talk a lot. I'll let you hear the sound of my own voice.
That's all good.
What's murder, honey?
I heard that.
Oh, build up. Oh no, she got in my gun, or she got in the gun in my vehicle.
I know that has a patent manufacturer, but that doesn't mean that they're going to utilize it. And I mean, the triggers are one thing. I'm not really all that excited or interested in the triggers for the PS5. The HD Rumble seems to be the more interesting feature. Trevor says no, he's right. Is there a slight echo for all of us, or just for Mandala?
Which would be weird, because she's barely talking.
Anytime one of you talk, it shows her talking, even though she's not talking. Hold on. Are you talking about in the chat thing to the left?
Am I coming through on Jesse's thing, maybe?
Yeah, maybe you're on.
Whenever I'm not talking, I am muted.
Hold on.
I just do that by default when I'm streaming, because otherwise it gets annoying.
Oh wait, they're right. Yeah. That thing.
The problem is whenever and I always see for example that. So for some reason, probably because we're on the same network and it's always been an Xbox party chat issue, it always comes through as an echo because we're sitting 2 or 3 feet from each other on the exact same network. That always has seemingly caused a problem, even if my mic is muted. I'm not sure. It's not like a...
You know what? I had the same problem with my headset. If you go and... Well, see, it's not doing it now.
It's not the headset,
Is she muted?
I muted myself when I wasn't talking.
Try just humor me. Try this.
Don't
go and go. I'm not talking to you.
You have oh, I'm dead.
If you can go into the audio settings, like you know how you hit the guide button, then you go down on the bottom, there's the audio. Change the headset. Do you have headset volume up to max?
She's using a chat pad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I use the chat pad, so I can't change the audio settings.
Wait, you're using the chat pad has a microphone into it?
Yeah.
It's only got one button.
The voice
or one
party.
Only one jack at the bottom.
Yeah,
no, wait.
The mic or change the yeah, you keep playing through that. It wouldn't be through the guide.
Wait, is she wearing a headset?
Yes, and it's plugged into the headset adapter that goes into the bottom of a not the keyboard pad, the headset pad.
That should matter.
So it used to mean that the controls didn't show up in the guide.
Yeah, like it's grayed out. If I go into the guide, everything's grayed out.
Yeah,
I can't
you got to
change
use the
it.
buttons on the pad itself. Yeah, I highly doubt you have it maxed out. The controls on the guide only are active if you're not using one of the old headset adapters that were much more of a thing when it didn't have 3.5 millimeter jack on the bottom.
Okay.
So you,
'Cause, like,
can, you change the mix and you change the volume through that pad.
Okay. Okay. And you don't have it maxed out?
No.
No.
Again, I just mute myself when I'm not talking. I was muted for a while, so maybe that's why it just came up as an issue.
Are you guys in the same room?
Yeah, we're same room, same network. It's not me coming through her mic. It's
No,
always happened ever. Being on the same network has all made that happen for some reason.
Because when she's talking, it's coming through your mic.
See, my mic is muted whenever I'm not talking.
Trevor says, speaking of headsets, are there audio improvements in the new consoles? My headphones
I disconnect
sound
the
way
hell
better
less.
while playing Hellblade. Wait, what?
I mean, it's the exact
Yeah,
same setup. It might be a new audio block.
There's a new audio block, but I from my experience, the quality of the audio is mainly dependent on the quality of your headset.
No, actually, they did change the audio is more sophisticated. I don't know though if that's automatic or if developers have to do something towards it. But something like Hellblade might actually show that because of how much work they did with the audio.
Yeah,
and the
with
fact
games,
that it's on PC, you might actually hear the difference there.
I mean,
and if you
I
have
would think,
DTSX, oh my god, that sounds good.
I would think that with the improved audio block, you would have to create a game to specifically take advantage of it. But when you're talking about things like Hellblade that use the what is it called? Binaural sound. That might automatically just be better utilized with the better hardware.
Hello. Thank you, honey.
The audio in Hellblade is just amazing in general. It
is, yeah, for sure.
It truly is. I've actually had a couple of friends that I recommended to buy Hellblade, and I'm like, you have
Was
to,
the other one still working? Oh, it is. Okay.
You have to play it with a headset. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're robbing yourself if you're not playing that game with a headset.
Yeah, actually, I
Just stand in
started
that
it
ring.
without one, but yeah, once I put the headset on, it changed the whole game.
Similar with Tetris Effect. It sounds fantastic through like a soundbar, but there are so many like little sound effects that you really pick up in it. With
Oh, really?
headphones,
I
it's
didn't
the only
know
way I
that.
want to play it.
Huh? I've never played it with a headset.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
Sounds
that's right. Well, that was different because I was listening to your voice at the same time, which was really kind of cool.
Oh, poop.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I'll do myself
sometimes.
I take myself out of the game all the time too.
Yeah, no,
No,
Tetris is a really good game. I do need to try that with the headset though.
It's funny, I was like angry 2 years ago, Giant Bomb's like, that was Tetris Effect game of the year for them. And then I really got to play it and was like, oh, okay, that's how.
Yeah.
Well, the multiplayer is really good too. That's kind of
Well, that's all new. The co-op was
I was telling when OBM and I were playing the other day, I was telling them that it makes me want to double dip for the PS4 Pro version.
Why?
I know.
For VR?
Yeah, for VR.
You have a VR headset for PC?
What now?
You have a VR headset for PC?
No.
That was the only question.
I'm a peon, remember? I don't have money for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Beginning my descent.
My big thing with the PC VR is I don't know what to get. Like, I want to buy. If there's anything I want to buy, but spending $800? No, sir.
I mean, if your computer is good enough and Oculus Quest 2 is probably...
I will never get anything Facebook related. I refuse.
Yeah. Why? What have they ever done bad?
Besides destroy the country.
Great company.
Yeah, besides the downfall of
That was
society,
the dumbest
I don't
crap.
know.
Come on.
Come to the back of the frigate.
I knew for a fact that when that piece of shit that loves to take pictures of him jumping,
Palmer Lucky.
Yeah, when he sold out the company to Facebook, it's like, don't worry, you'll never be forced to create a Facebook account. I was like, bullshit. You are as full of shit as you are an asshole.
A full of shit asshole. Best type.
Sounds like my daily night.
Wait.
Oh my god! I didn't really need to know that.
Come on, Marines, get on. Do this. Go on with you.
Oh, come on. Get. No! You know what? Fuck it.
We'll go kill everything.
Fuck it. We'll
do it
live. We'll do it live. Sorry. Billy says, I feel like this gen will last longer than last gen. Wait, how? 7 years has been the standard the last 2 generations.
Tank beats Ghost.
I kind of hope it doesn't last longer than 7. I think 7 years is a good.
Years.
Tank beats Hunter.
Xbox Series X Infinite.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what stupid name Microsoft makes for the next Xbox.
Everything. Oh man, I can do this all day.
Yeah, I wonder why
Xbox
they
Gorilla X.
called it the same thing. Like, it is pretty confusing.
I'm of two minds of it. Like, it is confusing and it's not. Like, I don't think it's. And here's the thing. Like, I think it's not. I think it's confusing in the sense that you get used to saying Xbox One X, and then you're going to have to conform or get used to saying Xbox Series X. But then once you're used to it, you're going to get used to it. I don't agree with the whole notion that it's going to be confusing for Grandma, because Grandma just goes in and says, "I want the new."
Grandma's
Xbox.
already dead from COVID.
Well, there is that. Jesus Christ! This has been the darkest of darkest streams. Like,
I grabbed some of this ammo. I don't hear you saying I'm wrong.
Oh,
Little Timmy's grandma's already dedicated to Trump rally.
No, Grandma was cool.
Wow.
She went to Sturgis and that super spreader event.
I absolutely love this.
You
The
would,
brutal
since you helped
honesty.
steal the election. Oh, got him.
This is like the
Billy.
podcast of terrible people.
Let's just name this stream "Assholes Are Us."
Assholes play Halo.
I'm not killing Grandma.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's probably a better name than the next Xbox.
How much do you think John would freak out at me if I subtitled this stream with "Assholes Play Halo"?
He's like, oh, Nick joined you? Grabbing in more booze, spare back.
Oh man.
Billy says the next Xbox was simply called Xbox Infinite. Yeah, that's kind of what what is your wife's name? What is your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. Would you prefer me to call you Mandela or Amanda? I don't.
Yeah, you can call me either one.
Okay.
The Mandela is like a nickname that I had for a while, so I mean.
You're used to it then. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
either way,
that's what Mandela said. But I like you.
Xbox Infinite.
Mort says, but I like you anyways. What, even though I'm an asshole? I mean, I know I'm an asshole. I'll fully admit it.
Yeah, Jesse's an asshole too.
I'd much rather be an asshole than a dick, though, because the dicks just fuck everything up. Like, it just...
Yeah, assholes can be fun.
Yeah, assholes can be fun. And, you know, sometimes they
and
make funny noises and they make
literally.
you smile.
Good work, Chief. Link up with our armor
But,
on the far side of the wall.
I mean, but then again, you can argue that assholes just shit on everything. But, I mean, you'll have that.
That's a you do.
Accidents happen.
And that's why I have to kiss. Oh, fucking scared.
Oh, I just saw you get squashed.
What a jerk.
This has been like the greatest stream I've seen. I've captured so much random shit. It's awesome. But that's Halo.
Oh, the scarab shot you. Run.
Right. Uh-huh. That's one thing that I miss about Halo that we don't get in like Halo 4 and 5 is the random...
Jank. Oh.
Well, there's that too. But the random nature of it. Okay, come on. That's...
4 less so than 5. 5's good plenty. But, you know, it's also far better made than the average Halo, so there's less.
Yeah,
I'm a heart attack.
I'm gonna pretend that this conversation never happened.
Far more technically competent.
Anyways. Please do not pay any attention to the crazy man speaking.
What do you mean, the best-selling and longest-lasting multiplayer Halo game? What about it?
I will fight you.
I try to poke eyes first, so be careful.
You know, my sister and I, when we were little, we practiced that Three Stooges thing where you put your hand in front of your nose so people can't poke you in the eye.
What the hell?
We would practice it just in case.
Sorry,
I was gonna say, you guys hated each other.
No,
they're practicing
no.
self-defense.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
no,
practice. Yes, practice it in a self-defense way. Just in case, you know, it ever happened in real life, because adults poke each other in the eye all the time. Three Stooges did it.
Honey, no!
I couldn't get away.
Alright, it's exposed. Damn it! Turn. Oh, okay. I was not moving fast. I have no idea what you died.
I got shot by the
oh, okay. I'm
scarab.
There, we'll kill a scarab to make it up to you.
It's done.
Oh, there's some real ugly guy over here. Shit, what happened?
What the fuck? Is that one of you guys?
I'm over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of view.
I can't even see you.
I don't believe you. Look at that. It's
Not bad, Spock. I saw that.
actively creating distrust within the team.
Truth sweet lies in ruin. Find where the liar hides.
I'm all paranoid now.
I may place my boot between his gums.
We'll know soon enough.
Shit good? I don't know what to say. I'm coming to kill you so easily.
Pop him up.
Out of curiosity, OBM, how's that update going?
Oh, it's going slow. I decided to start playing Geometry Wars. I was like, I'm not going to waste a whole night and not play anything.
No,
you know,
no, I was going to tell you that, man, just go ahead and play whatever. Like,
I was like, yeah, this shit ain't happening. So I looked at it again.
Yeah, we're starting up hour 3, so...
So Z-Dog's got me going back in Geometry Wars again. Because he was trying to talk some shit on Twitter, and I'm like, wait a second, that was my game. Can't talk shit about Geometry
wait, he was talking bad about it?
No. He was like, his score. He's basically saying that you guys can't fuck with these scores.
I haven't been on
I
Twitter
was
in a few
number
days.
6 in the world when I retired from Geometry Wars 2005.
Wow.
That's the only major accomplishment I've had in video games.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you say in your life, like,
Oh, yeah. I was hoping that wasn't going to end with his wife. I was like, don't you have kids?
Sweetie, this is the greatest moment that ever happened to me.
Instead of like pictures of his kids, he's got pictures of his like his scoreboard.
High score, yeah.
Yeah. In his wallet.
Terrible.
I know. Assholes play Halo.
It's true. I hear the community.
Assholes play everything.
I gotta say though, I think my cheeks are gonna be hurting tomorrow because of how much I've been laughing and smiling.
Which cheeks?
What? Oh man, God!
There's no God here.
My virgin ears, like Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Who shot me in the butt?
Too easy.
The obsession right now.
I said I'm power running. You're not going to keep up with me.
Did you know? Wait, did you guys already get there? This scene here coming up with all the brutes. You know how the chieftain challenges you? If you can actually go in that circle of brutes and fight him, and the other brutes will just hang by. They won't fight you. Like, they'll let you fight the chieftain one-on-one.
I didn't know that.
I wasn't talking to you.
You're muted, Amanda.
Talking to the general people out there, but is it coming up?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're here.
Was it the grunt when the grunts were meditating?
Oh no, not here. I'm sorry. It's at the end of the next section, isn't it? It's this
Yeah,
part.
man. The end of the level.
Our galaxy. Whoa, we're beyond the rim.
2 to the 18th light years.
The rim. More anal talk.
To be precise.
It just doesn't stop.
I know.
But it seems I was mistaken.
That's a first.
Not at all. While I had a complete understanding of Installation 04,
You know, the texture work on 343 at least looks better, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. No, I gotta say side by side because it looks way better than I remember.
We are exactly.
Here,
And truth.
near one of the Ark's supraluminal communication arrays.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. The meddler has triggered a barrier. A defense.
I really have to
nostalgia
do
cloud in your
more.
brain.
Huh?
You got that nostalgia cloud in your brain. You're like, this was always great looking. Like, nope, this
No,
definitely
well,
looks better.
no,
Yes.
no. I was just thinking, like, I gotta do like actual comparisons back and forth on the different PC settings. Well,
Spark, move.
I have fun with it.
We must get past that barrier, or the meddler will destroy.
Chicus, move. I haven't heard that name in 100,000 years.
Is that his
4
human name?
record trilogies, yeah. Oh, my love. Okay. You're fine.
I just found out this year that they were Forerunners?
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
I was down here and you came running across this as I hit that guy. So it was your fault.
Of course.
I was already swinging and then you're coming. Oh god, it's a big guy. Let's just kill him. I'll get you later.
Oh shit.
We'll get.
I don't even know what happened.
Did he kill you too? Seems
Yeah,
to
I
do
don't
that.
even.
And he blames you.
Oops, I wasn't even near you when he died.
No, I
That
don't.
time.
I don't know that last
It's a
time I died. I
likely
don't
excuse.
know how I died.
Stop shooting him, Amanda. I'll feast on you. Get in.
I'll fist on you. My
Whoa!
controls are
Jesus.
messing up.
There are children in the room.
Don't talk about OBM like that.
Shit, compared to me, I think you guys are children, aren't you? No, no, it's only
Yeah, I'm 38.
it's only proven that's yeah, I'm 38.
I'm 44.
Are you really? Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know why. I just always.
Amanda's 20. I cradle robbed. Alright, this is the part he's talking about. Oh no, I killed the chieftain. Actually, it's not going to happen. I killed him in the other room. Oops. I ruined that. I killed him already.
You can do that?
Yeah, I killed him before I get through the door. It's always like my test for if I'm going fast enough. I play this game like I'm Sonic. I gotta go fast.
I called that one, Nate. We are playing with Nate.
Oh no, because that guy called it and it actually happened.
Billy says, I think Xbox will be on top this mid-generation. In what?
Company's
Like, if we're-
overall net worth.
I do
think
think
we're
they're
talking
actually going to
about-
generate more revenue, but that's because they're going to be everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Commander.
If we're talking like
So
mobile, PC, and console, then yes. If we're talking strictly console sales, nah. Sony will
because
still
they're not
outsell
even,
it.
yeah, because they're not even trying to put all their eggs.
Oh yeah? And what might that be?
They'll sell more than I think people think they will, though. They're going to
Yeah,
sell a lot
yeah.
more than Xbox.
As long as they sell more than the Xbox One, they'll consider it a win in that respect.
And I see no reason why they'd sell less than the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Armor's right. We have priorities too. Until we kill
I mean,
stop the rings from firing.
you know,
Grab a snack.
you can kind of argue that the inclusion of the Series S means that they do care a little bit of console sales.
Well, they care about them. It's
It's
like,
not
I
a
think
focus
that's-
though.
No, it's just that it's just one leg of the stool is the thing. It absolutely matters. They wouldn't be working out this deal with GameStop and creating the Series S if it didn't matter.
Yeah,
They wouldn't be
yeah.
pricing it to where it is if it didn't matter. And they would, and I think they'd make all their games multi-platform if it didn't matter. You know, like that includes Halo and everything else. So as long as as long future, that's not going to be as big a part of it, but that's we're not in that world yet, so we're not going to be in that world for a few years.
No, yeah, because you still want. Oh, I love this music. You still have the core demographic. You have us that are basically selling Game Pass
These 3 generators,
to our friends that don't follow game news.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The hardcore still. That's why that 70% number is, to me, is a huge deal because it's telling you that you've won over your enthusiasts with that service, and that's what you need to start with. That's kind of the basis.
Yeah, maybe that's where my view is skewed or twisted because I just assumed that they would
I
have.
think your whole view would work. Yeah, keep going.
Why? Why do you
No, I'm
hate?
just kidding.
You live in a state where the friggin' rivers used to go on fire.
Commander, this is Kilo 2-3.
Wait, what?
My wingman our only hog. Over.
The Cleveland River used to get set on fire all the time because it was so full of pollution.
Oh yeah, that's true. It was so polluted that you can. Yeah, it was so polluted you could throw it in a match in it and it was set on fire. Go Cleveland. That's probably why
Cleveland Rock.
Probably why so many people in Ohio are fucking idiotic.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like the other Florida. Like you always hear all this weird news. It's like Ohio man.
That's so sad but true. I never even thought about it like that. No, I don't want to think about it like that.
There is definitely Ohio man.
No,
there's also Michigan
Ohio man.
There is Michigan.
You take that back.
Florida man is there's a lot of crazy shit here, but our laws.
Wait, you're in Florida and you're talking shit about Ohio?
Yeah. Americans talk shit about everything.
That's true.
We're allowed to do that. We live in Florida.
It's still a free country.
But I'm not from Florida, so I get to see it from an outsider perspective.
I'm on my way.
It's still a free country until the coup is complete.
I will beat the prophet's shield like a drum.
HaloEra, how can I help you?
I don't know why. I didn't realize that you were in Florida this whole time. Then.
Whoa, fancy!
He can't either.
He tries to forget it every day.
I'm just always working up plans, trying,
Get to the first tower. Shut it
trying to
down.
get back to Massachusetts.
You must be proud of your people.
Yeah.
Proud of your people.
Yeah, keep that guy. He's got a, what did I call it?
Bill Rod?
Bill Rod. Mm-hmm. I won't. I've got Alex Navarro in the back of mine with a friggin' assault rifle.
Mort says retiree. What are you talking about? Are you telling me to
Not
retire?
retiree. He's famous for having many retirees here in Florida.
Oh yeah, Florida. Yeah, Florida is where people go to die.
And vote for Trump.
Well, yeah,
That's what they go to make sure he gets those electoral.
I've been to Florida a few times. The company I work for has an office there, and I couldn't deal with the heat. I just could not.
And then as Floridians, we say it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Is that Florida jokes? Sorry.
Yes. That's what everybody. It's funny
that's
what everybody
too,
from Florida says because it's not really that hot here.
That's one of the first things that I remember being told. Because I went, it's 2 or 3 blocks. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, fine.
It's like 2 or 3 blocks from the office I work at, or the company, and the hotel that we have like a contract with. And the first day I went down to Florida, I was like, you know what? It's only 3 blocks. I'll walk. It was like a block and a half, and I'm dripping with sweat. Like I was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And I instantly turn around. I'm like, you know what? I'm driving. And then I think it might have been the receptionist or whatever. I'm like, it's just stupid outside. Yeah. And of course, she's like, it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Oh my gosh. She tries that just like that too. I can see that with her Trump hat on.
Well, I mean, it is Florida. So, it just, I've heard that before.
I actually get seasonal depression in the summer.
Oh my god.
I get depressed every summer, yeah. Because it's
I'm
just
so
oppressive outside and everything sucks.
One time we went and visited Massachusetts.
Wait, is it because then it's really hot? Because I was there.
Because you just can't stay outside very long.
It's hot most of the year. Today's the first day. Yesterday night was the first time it got cold, besides 1 week of a cold front. Last night was the first time it got cold in like 2 months. Or like a month, no, because it doesn't get cold in like
First time I visited
September.
It was March. And I remember being so hot. And people were like, it usually doesn't get hot until June. We don't know what's going on.
That's not true.
No, you're talking to idiots.
Oh, well, I mean, they are co-workers.
Not COVID workers, though. That's what you're quarantined.
Probably, knowing them. They're probably licking doorknobs. Are you kidding me?
They're just denying global warming. What do you mean it's hot out?
Oh my God! Hey, slippery moose cakes. I love your guys' names, by the way. That's just I absolutely appreciate it. No, this is not 120 hertz mode. Mainly because there's no good way to stream 120 hertz. Like even if I had a way to enable 120 hertz, it would come through pretty stuttery and jittery in a 60 hertz stream.
Pretty much the only way you can do anything 120 hertz online is you record it and then
slow it down.
Yeah, you slow it down and then you run it twice speed on YouTube.
Wait, twice. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Okay. Before we get sidetracked any further, what's going on with our MCC review? Because Proven sent me a message saying that I think we can get done with the review soon. We didn't even get past like the planning phase. Like, who's doing what? Because like I'm down to
clown
talk. Yeah.
I'm in.
Chief, find the tower controls and shut it down. Good work, Chief. That's one. The elite should be just about to. That's two. It's all up to Johnson's team now.
Johnson failed miserably, Chief.
Get back
Let's
outside,
go rescue
Chief.
his
Wait for
useless
shitty
Johnson.
Well, I mean,
Johnson,
useless Johnsons are one of the main reasons bad things happen in the world.
Oh my God! What? That escalated quickly.
You know what I mean.
Don't make me spell this out for you.
Johnson, can you hear me?
It would be a long and hard answer.
You need to link up with
God.
God.
Or not.
This is
See? They get what I'm talking about.
Or not. Unfortunately, I think we all know what you're talking about. What she's talking about.
For the viewers out there, she was joking about a flaccid penis.
Get in the goddamn warthog.
Get that higher than that thing. I'm not going anywhere near it.
It's fine.
We shredded him on the way in, so.
This is true. We should try to do it again. Slippery Moose Cake says, did you guys see the video of xCloud? Oops. That's what I get for reading and driving. Did you guys see the video of xCloud running on PC? No, I didn't even realize there was a video of it. I saw a screenshot.
That's what the Windows Central thing he brought up earlier was. It's still, I mean, it's 1S SOCs and 720p. It's just more of a proof of concept until they have the full-on Series X server blades in there, but it's cool to see.
He called it socks.
It's just a bunch of sock. Those have like whatever they're using as a server blade, I think is actually out in the wild because Linus Tech Tips had a video where they bought motherboards that had a soldered on Xbox One S system on chip built into the motherboard. You just buy it, use it as a regular computer. It's real weird.
Huh. Billy says, Kage, do you think Sony could encounter a problem similar to the 360 where they hit a content drought mid-gen?
A to go up. Weird.
And the Series X could have a PS3 scenario where the Series X has more games late gen. Or mid-gen.
I think that's actually an interesting conversation that could be possible. But it depends on the what Sony's done for exclusives with third parties. But I think they are firing a lot of the bullets early with the first party.
And Microsoft has so many
That's the thing.
Firing a lot of their. I mean, what do they got?
They're big studios.
Naughty Dog's not going to have anything for a while.
Yeah, Naughty Dog.
There's going to be a good case.
Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog just released games, and Insomniac's released 2. So they're going to be kind of off the map for a little bit, though, and those are the big ones. Santa Monica's supposed to come out with something this year.
2022. That'll be 2022.
There's 2022. Yeah, because they already
said
announced
2021, but yeah.
Did they? No, they
Yeah.
didn't.
I thought they did. They were initial announced. I thought it was like 2021.
Oh, an initial announcement. That's wrong. That you know what? That's wrong. I mean that's got to be because they announced their 2021 lineup. And
yeah, God of War wasn't in it when they gave it.
Yeah. And
Understood.
New Horizon or Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever the hell.
Yeah, second half for that one.
Yeah.
For 2021.
That's yeah. So I don't know. Like for all the things Sony did right or wrong this gen, they did have a good release schedule. Like they had a consistent release schedule.
Oh, absolutely. You can't.
I don't see
deny
that changing next gen.
And
even
this
if
year
they
was
are
one of their
kind of
best years ever. It's just
even if they are kind of blowing their load a little early this gen, I don't see them. Real. I mean, here's the thing. Like last gen, they relied on Quantum Dreams to fill some of those gaps. So, like what OBM was saying is, relying on third-party deals to kind of plug those gaps.
Well, and that's going to be the key. Like, they're getting those deals in there. So,
sexual plugging gaps. My God.
I mean, it's been that kind of stream, right?
Well, we got a lady. How often that doesn't only happen for us, or Discord in any way possible.
You know what? She should probably be the one on camera, not me. She'd probably get us a lot more views. But it's I don't know. Like I've heard people say that Sony is saying like signing all these exclusive deals to bide their time until their first-party studios are ready.
And I think a lot of that was Bethesda. They got 2 of them, and then Microsoft came in and said no. Because Starfield was like the big thing they were going for. They wanted full exclusivity on Starfield.
Yeah, but I mean, there's that word about who was it? I forget who said it, but someone said that there's not a publisher that Sony doesn't have a deal with.
Imran Khan.
Yeah. Who I consider he's pretty reliable. So
he is. He's reliable.
Would Sony really sign all those deals if they had all the first-party content around the corner? I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to buy some time between. Like you got God of War, obviously, 2022, but like they're going to be firing most of their shots before that. I guess is what I was saying. Between. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm like getting distracted. So like Guerrilla's going to have their games. You're going to have Naughty Dog. Like you're just taking a lot of your best players. They're going to be on the bench early, at least for a few years. Right when I think when Microsoft should have their first party probably coming into its best period of maybe all time, 2022, 2023.
Yeah, there could be a potential gap there where we see.
I don't know if there's any reason to not think 2021 is going to be pretty slow. For everybody.
Well, yeah, because of the pandemic's not going to stop having.
This year didn't get hit as hard as I think next year will get hit for game dev.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the aspects of game development that's mostly impacted by game development is stuff like motion capture and stuff like that. And a lot of the games this gen could have already had that stuff finished. Or this year, I mean. Hey Tavish, welcome to the stream, man.
Hey, how you doing?
We have a star-filled stream with OBM.
Not part
Just,
Play
well,
here.
he's not playing, but he's here in spirit.
He doesn't like us, so he doesn't want to play with us. He makes sure his game wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Downloading some pack.
He blames his
I can't
downloads, but I mean, how many times have you heard that? That's like
three, at least 3 times.
that's like a significant other blaming a headache, if you know what I mean.
I've never been subject to that.
Now, Prophet, your end has come.
Trevor says, I think Xbox would be fine with third party and CDPR. Yeah, I think Xbox would be fine with third party. Oh, Trevor also says, but look at the friendship Phil has had lately. Bloober Team, Take-Two, Asabo, Bethesda.
Oh, they're going to have their own deals.
Yeah, they're going to have their own deals. I'm just not convinced they're going to have as many deals as Sony. Sony seems to have been more aggressive with those.
And Microsoft was more aggressive with studios, and Sony was aggressive with studios.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And they've also got a lot of second-party stuff going on that people don't know about yet. But,
yeah.
like that budget's still there too. Actually, that budget's probably just bigger than it's ever been. So I think that's going to be. Again, I think like long term, their thing is the subscription exclusive is going to be more important to them than the console exclusive. I think in the big picture. So what they're trying to do is sell you Game Pass, and that's going to be.
But aren't those one and the same though? Because
they can.
If you want a Game Pass exclusive, that means it can't be on PlayStation.
No, it can be.
Unless PlayStation allows Game Pass.
I think it just means like big games on Game Pass they want.
Yeah, most of those indies come to PlayStation eventually. They just the indies.
Oh, you're not talking about first party. You're talking about third party deals.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying like those.
They had the Outer Worlds, which is one of the best games I've ever played, on there. If you hit those indies really hard, it's incredibly useful for selling the service.
And the indies love Game Pass.
Yeah, that ID at Xbox program that started up is fantastic.
Spring News Cake says Blade Overwild about initiatives, new game. No, yeah, I'm not trying to say that they're not going to have. I don't think anyone's saying that they're not going to have any games.
Flood's just going to put pressure on him.
I think all of us can agree that Microsoft is going to have a more consistent release schedule. Why?
These Marines want to kill me. Help! Help!
Doing so bad.
There seems to be a bug, at least in my game, because Warthogs seem to have this black strip on the front. It's like a shadow bug.
It's not a shadow fall.
Slippery Moose Cake said, I can see Asabo or Bloober joining Xbox Game Studios.
They got somebody.
I'm surprised that Asabo hasn't even. I mean, they have. Here's the thing, though. They have a 10-year deal with Asabo.
Yeah,
Does that mean that means that they try?
Make an A sound. Asobo.
Is it Asoba?
I mean, it's all O's. Asobo, I always thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Asobo. Isn't that what I'm saying? Asobo?
Oh, you kept saying Asabo.
Oh. Oh, because he started with A.
Ah.
Does it start with an O?
Asobo. And there's all O's afterwards.
Yeah, Asobo. Is that what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. But Asobo. Is that right? Is that up to your standard, your approval? Okay.
For now.
Now that I can see,
you get it once in a while.
I don't think they required because if they required Asobo, then why bother signing a 10-year deal?
And Asobo wouldn't have done a Plague Tale 2 deal for folks.
So I don't think it's happening. I mean, like I like Asobo.
Some places just like their.
I would have liked to.
I mean, I think that would have been a great studio. It's proven. Here's the thing, though. Like, it's proven that they're not having any issues finding deals, and I think those will be the more difficult publishers to pick up. Like, you have Obsidian that, as talented as they are, they were, you know, they had to worry about where their next paycheck was coming from or their next deal. Asobo doesn't seem to be having that same problem. And I don't want any studio to have that problem.
I think everybody's got a price. It's just a matter of whether it makes sense.
Unless we're talking about Boom Studios.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though Boom Studios, I think, is more strategic than anything else.
Well,
because
that's the thing. I think with Moon, they know that they feel like their value is more. They know what their value is today. They believe it's going to be a lot higher once they release their next game.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you took too long. They leave. Now I'm leaving.
God.
Bye.
Damn it.
My headset might die here in a minute. I'm going to plug it in.
I was just messing around with some loadouts. Medium is a Xbox and... Wait. Hold on. This chat's going a little faster now. Sorry.
Oh, ow! Get behind him so I can shoot him up the ass.
One other thing to bear in mind regarding with regards to the release lineup, Sony is likely to have some of their upcoming releases be cross-gen, which might hamper how they get received. You know what? This is going to be one of the few times that I kind of jump on the Xbox media hate bandwagon. Like, I don't know if the media is going to receive cross-gen games as poorly with Sony as they initially seem to have with Microsoft.
Suddenly it's okay.
Well, yeah. I agree with it. But, oh my god!
Just had to get your gun. Well worth it. Son of a friend.
I mean,
Run, honey.
Maybe they will be hampered with how they receive because they're cross-gen. I hope they're not, because I'll say the same thing about Sony's exclusives that I was saying about Microsoft's exclusives. A good game is a good game. Like, would I be disappointed? Maybe a little bit. But I would never doubt that a good, like, I would never say that a good game is not a good game. It also depends on where the standards go, you know, because if there's a handful of next-gen exclusives that up the standards, then yeah, I could see Sony's cross-gen games being not seen as favorably. And that's the thing. Standards change perception in a lot of ways. Like,
it depends on how the games are.
To do without
like, if Microsoft starts doing things with AI and machine learning that change the game, then people will start to say, "Hey, Sony, why aren't you able to do that too?" So
no,
I can see.
Yeah.
And that's so. I think a lot of it really comes down to the tools and R&D, and that's the stuff that people really aren't spending a lot of time talking about. But so that's what I'm.
You want to get in?
I mean, yeah, I completely agree. And so,
yeah, just get behind him on the other side and shoot him up the butt.
If third-party next-gen titles,
they're over here.
Oh shit! Screw you. Third-party next-gen titles, the PC next-gen exclusives from Sony and like Sony's other teams. Oh wait. Okay. And, yeah, I think it depends on what the expectations are. Tabby also says, Mike, are you really drinking coffee at 10 p.m.? No, this is Fanta. This is...
First Scarab's down.
This is drugs.
All units, concentrate your
Psilocybin tea.
I wish. Yeah, FanFest doesn't have caffeine. Trevor says the Medium is Xbox and PC exclusive, but probably won't be on Game Pass. No, actually, Trevor, Medium is already on Game Pass. Yes, the Medium is Game Pass, which is amazing. And Scorn, I believe. I don't think Scorn's going to be on Game Pass.
Scorn is the one I don't care about.
Scorn is...
Yeah, I killed them both and then it ended. That sucked.
Scorn is a big enigma to me. Like,
Scorn is alien porn.
yes. Like,
Scorn, we call it.
Like, it looks good. Graphically, it looks good, but I don't fucking get it. I don't. It seems
Have
to
you
lack...
not? Do you not want to fuck worms? What kind of weirdo are you?
Well, I mean, not really. Maybe.
At least that's what the guy with Scorn says.
I don't know. Like, it just seems to
Oh,
lack.
these things die so fast. It's ridiculous. We can kill these things in like 3 seconds with a friggin' pod.
I think it's just one of those. What do you call it? What's that guy's arse? It's like in a Geiger art show, basically.
Giger.
Oh, yeah.
Giger, whatever his name is.
Goger.
Well done.
Goger.
Oh, this run was a lot different than the last one.
Yeah, the moment you use the wasps and shoot them up the butt, again, more butt stuff is best.
Chief, Spark has found a way into the Citadel.
I love this music. I love this game. Love this game.
Okay. No Halo 4.
Oh my god. You know, Jesse, I think you are really the only person I know that likes Halo 4 best.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, most people are idiots. I agree. Alright, go to your story.
Mort says Xbox should buy them all before Amazon and Google swoop in. Yeah, that you know what, that is the thing. That is, you know, it's funny you say that because
that really
it's Amazon and Google that's pushing Microsoft to buy these studios, not Sony.
Yeah, and I think Microsoft realizes if they aggressive enough to begin, that maybe like Google and Amazon and all these other ones go, okay, never mind. Like maybe they quit quick, and that just saves them a lot more money in the long run.
I got my Stadia coming in 2 weeks or 10 days.
Yeah, Microsoft wants to be. No, Microsoft. I mean, Sony might sell more consoles, but they're not a big player.
Not at that. Yeah, not in that world. That's the thing.
Not in that space.
No, like when the paradigm changes, Sony will be very strong on their niche, just like Nintendo's very strong on their niche. But there's a lot more potential in that new paradigm, and that's why the big dogs are getting in. They wouldn't be if it wasn't a whole lot more potential than the traditional console world. Yeah.
And when I said I have a Stadia coming in, I did the free Stadia Pro controller and Chromecast Ultra package if you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. I was like, I just want a Chromecast Ultra. I never even touched Stadia.
They're giving that shit out for free now?
Yeah, if you were already a YouTube Premium customer, you can get the Chromecast Pro $100 package for free.
I can see if my code is still good. So you can get 3 more months of Stadia Pro. I was a Stadia Pro, like I was a, what do you call it, founder. I bought the Founders Edition package.
What an idiot.
I'm just kidding. Yep. I'm not. Miranda Keys, daughter of Dr. Catherine Halsey, and
see, I can't even appreciate the emotional scene on my screen right now because I'm just being bombarded by hate right now. Like,
but that's all coming from your own mind. We're trying to get rid of that.
This is an intervention.
Oh, you know, in the Forerunner trilogy, my entire race was all about fucking.
You should have seen me in my prime.
Oh my god.
Damn Forerunners de-evolutioning us into these weird shrimp men. De-evolving us, I should have said.
I got Stadia. I got the Stadia Founders Edition because I was still producing content for my own channel, and I figured it would be a good base to create comparisons between the One X and Stadia.
See, whenever you use the word "good" in terms of Stadia, you're just wrong.
Well, that was my first mistake. Not
It's
realizing
wrong.
that what do you call it? The stupid Chromecast. It's copyright protected, so you can't capture off of it. I was so pissed. The only game I really could capture was.
Wait, why the hell would they do that? God, they just.
I don't know, and I
anything
even
right.
reached out to Stadia support. They only let you take screenshots. You couldn't save clips. I was like, so wait, there's no way for me to get content for my channel. They're like, sorry, sir, no, there's not. I was like, you realize how stupid this is? If you want coverage for your platform, the only way I was able to capture footage is when I did it through streaming on my PC. But I didn't think that was fair because even though I was a pro subscriber, on the PC the only option was 1080p. So I did a comparison with Destiny because Destiny was 1080p. I was like, okay, so Destiny's 1080p, I'll do a Destiny comparison. That's fair enough. But the other games that I could have compared, I had no intention to buy. I had intentions to actually spend waste money on Stadia versions, knowing I would never play them just for the pure comparison purposes.
The memes. Oh.
Well, that's it. But I told him, I was like, I'm not buying anything if I can't capture it. That whole platform, that whole launch is amazing how just bungled it was.
Yeah, they obviously didn't know what they were doing.
Oh,
They had the
what other
buzzer.
decisions Nintendo makes, and how can we do them too?
And that's why I'm
Free
hoping
advertising.
well, I think it might have been Jeff Grubb that said that hopefully that in 3 years Amazon and Google are going to realize how hard it is to actually break into and be profitable in the game industry and quit. And that's my hope. And I know that I probably sound like
Probably.
a bunch of Sony fanboys that the way they view Microsoft and the way that they didn't want
money soft dollar sign.
yeah. Or the way they view Microsoft entering the game industry. But fucking get over it, people. It's been almost 20 years since they've been in the game. They've been in the game
20
industry
years
actually.
of hell.
It's been 20 years of console. They've actually been in the game industry longer than Sony. So, they've lost their money. Ever says, I miss the OG Prophet of Truth voice actor. Yeah, I do too. I mean, this one ain't bad, but
I didn't understand that change. That was
they made some odd.
Save the rest.
That was a mistake.
I think it was just a lower budget when it comes to voice actors.
The moment of
Which is odd for Halo 2 or Halo 3.
will not last. Your kind never believed in the promise of the sun.
That was, I forget though, that was the time Microsoft, when the Xbox division went under the Windows division. And that's when they started getting cheap chintzy with shit.
Wait, with Halo 3?
Well, just the entire
shall
division.
become a god.
Nothing more.
No!
Trevor says, didn't that Stadia guy say that he thinks content creators should be paying to stream developers' games?
See, that guy wasn't a Stadia guy, which is why his profile was hilarious. He's a dev at the company that made Journey to the Savage Planet, who got bought by Google.
Yeah, he was a developer. He was a director at a developer studio that Google bought, which he then, he did update his Twitter bio, but that was still an incredibly stupid thing to say. you just look at Wait. Tavis says controversial opinion. Stadia guy was right, but his fair point is totally moot. No, he was
banned from the channel.
No, Tavis, you're banned from the channel, from the forum, from the chats. I don't even know you anymore.
There you go. You thought you got rid of me.
Stadia guy was. I mean, I get where Stadia guy was coming from. He was not right. I mean, okay. Here's the thing. Legally, they are within their right to demand payment for streams. I will give you that. But what is legal and what is right aren't always hand in hand.
And even what would make actual sense for them, business-wise.
I mean, one of the.
Back to the left. Find a way down.
Tavis says, you don't ban me, Mike. This is YouTube. Stadia bans you. fuck YouTube. Fuck Google. I mean, I say that as... Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. But still, Google is... I hate Google. I hate Google with a passion. I begrudgingly own an Android phone because it's better than iPhone. Just because I hate Apple a little bit more than Google. But... Yeah, one of the things that was pretty enlightening during that whole controversy was seeing all the developers push back against that Stadia developer. There was the one guy, might have been the community lead, or I forget what his actual position is. He handles a lot of the streams for State of Decay 2. He really took issue with what the Stadia guy said, because he says that they love when people stream their games, because he openly admitted it's free advertisement.
Oh yeah.
Now granted, State of Decay is more of a systemic. Like, if your game was narrative driven, I can see you taking issue with your game being streamed, because Billy says, I love PlayStation games, but I always say that it only takes one big mistake from Sony, and it's all over for them. They can't mess up PlayStation. I don't think it would take one big mistake. They made plenty of mistakes with the PS4. As much as they got right with the PS4, they made a number of mistakes. Like, they talk shit about backwards compatibility. I think
he's talking about massive. I think he's just saying that, like, if they ended up like doing another PS3 or something like that. But they're not gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. I do think they could lose market. They're not really set up for the next paradigm, so I think they're just gonna stay in their niche. It's gonna kind of limit them, I think.
Tapper says his argument wasn't about the legal minutia. It was that streamers make money off of devs content. If you stream footage of using Photoshop, did you get it for free? No. That's not the same thing. Like, there's such a thing as fair use.
Placement.
And
you destroyed.
I mean, if I buy a game, that developer got my money.
Just now, but
I mean,
had my hopes.
Again,
What will you do?
regardless if he was talking about the legal minutia,
Then we are agreed.
legally they can
The
say
tactical post will completely eradicate
they
the local infestation.
they deserve piece of my stream. They deserve piece of my
Though it will take time to
revenue as a streamer. But if you really look at what streamers say, they can't take even a week off without losing God knows how much money. Yeah, I bought the game. I bought the game. You're not the boss of me. It's... I mean, I don't... Look at what happened with Nintendo. Nintendo tried to monetize...
Higher res background asset.
Huh?
Higher res background assets. That was one of the things when they put this out on PC.
Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely noticeable. But
I do have to... I hate to say it, but we are going to call it. Because it's pretty late for us.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah.
Wow, it's already... Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it's 11:30. I looked at the clock like, oh, wow.
Chief, I'll round up our survivors.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I could help you out in Halo today.
Yeah, I couldn't do
You
it
know
without
what?
you.
You carried the team there, OBM, as you
Yeah.
always do.
Just my inspiration.
You killed so many geometries in your wars that we were all inspired.
Oh,
You know what's
man.
incredible? My 3rd hour-long clip literally just ended. What timing? It's like I planned it.
Yeah, we
How
are,
was I
we
good
are
at- so
3
good
hours
at
and
this back
13
in the
minutes
day?
into the stream.
Have you ever realized how much your skills have have you ever tested your skills and noticed like they've diminished a lot? And like
Twitch
I was-
motion, just there you go.
I was so good
My
at
Because
it.
you never
skills
had
do
any,
nothing but...
I can't do it anymore.
Man, I'm
my
gonna
high
go in
score,
a corner and drink and cry.
Yeah, I might. Like my high score is literally like 11x higher than the highest score I could get right now. That is ridiculous. Can't do
I'm
it anymore.
embarrassed for you.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you're on my friends list,
Is there?
it should show you in my if I play the game right, it should have like comparisons up there. Isn't that how the scoreboards work? Like it compares you to your friends.
Yeah.
I want to make it my new life goal, my 2021 goal, to beat you. That way,
In
I
what?
will be. Huh?
And what?
Geometry
In
Wars.
what? In Geometry Wars.
Yeah, like
Geometry Wars?
The
what the hell
scoreboard
are we
he's talking about.
here? Like,
All right.
in life.
I think
OBM.
there's
in
such little
life.
chance of you
I
beating
was-
the
I
5th
was a-
highest score of all time.
I was such a.
When he
I was
was-
such a.
yeah.
Yeah, I was such a badass back in the day. This
He's like, yeah,
must
you
have
got you, Mike. You have
This
no
must be
chance.
what it felt like when Jordan played for the Wizards.
All
I
right,
know
guys,
I
it
don't
was a
have
lot
a
of fun,
chance.
though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
no,
say goodbye.
Mandela, it was nice meeting you. Thank you
Yeah, it
for,
was nice meeting you.
for
You too.
joining
I listen to the podcast all the time, so I feel like I already know you guys, and that's
Oh.
started myself.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
You
I-
can't
I've had a
imagine
really
the amount of
bad
shit
night.
she talks.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's zero. She's actually unbelievably nice.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you couldn't imagine the amount of shit that she talks.
Oh. No, I don't. I always try to make a comment on YouTube or something, so show support.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So
Really
you're the
appreciate that.
person.
Yeah, I'm one of the
You're
three.
the one person. Well, thank you guys for hanging out this long. We talked
It was
about
fun.
butt stuff. We talked about
Yeah.
throwing
More
away
butt
children
stuff.
or something.
Plugging
More butt
holes,
stuff.
Plugging holes.
blowing loads.
Last
Pissing out the
penises. Oh my God.
I mean, this was the most wrong stream.
Or was it the most right?
The most right.
If this
was
is
very
wrong, I don't
honest.
want to be right.
And you guys are awesome. You guys in the chat, thanks for joining along. Except you, Tavish.
Okay, everybody.
Except
Yeah,
you.
except for him.
Okay?
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm looking at you there. You're the enemy. You're the enemy of the streamer.
Oh my God.
No, he knows I'm fucking around. I played with Tavish. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. You guys, go ahead and subscribe, give us your money on Patreon. No, I'm joking.
And
I'm
leave
joking.
very nice positive comments about me.
Yes,
I have very
leave
bad
very
self-esteem.
nice positive comments about Jesse's wife because God
Yes.
only knows.
Yes, I need them, please.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the
Bye,
stream.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.